Hi everybody. Oh my god, my webcam is not even fixed here. Let me get this real quick. I'm so sorry. Hi, my name is Zero. Welcome to the channel. We are going to be playing some Oxygen Not Included. So today we're going back to a little bit of my favorite genre, and we're going to be doing it's this game called Oxygen Not Included. It is a base builder. Okay, we should be good to go right now. I have moved my camera up a little bit because the overlay in this game is a little crazy. All right, the music is intense, and I was going to show you my old base that we were doing here. It was 1100 days, 1176, but we got to a ton of radiation power, and so I kind of want to start up a new game, kind of show if you're a new player, the game is super fun. So we're just going to go to a new game. We're going to go to survival. We're going to go to Spaced Out. We're going to do Spaced Out. So we have Spaced Out in here. We're just going to do the first asteroid, so it's just the basic asteroid if you do get the game, and if you get the DLC, you're going to be probably starting on this asteroid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We normally like to click it 7 times. We got slime mold on our aerated forest asteroid. We got radioactive crust. That's pretty cool. A frozen core. That's pretty cool. Metal-rich tundra. We got a marshy asteroid with a crashed satellite on there. This oily swamp asteroid is the one that we can actually get to. It has a frozen core. Interesting. That is interesting. In a radioactive crust. We're going to love that. We're going for radiation. And so we are going to start the game. So let's start the game up. We're going to do a quick ad. So I do apologize. We're going to get this ad out of the way just so we can have a half an hour of ad-free gaming. We're going to do a 90-second ad here real quick. We're not going to start anything. We're going to show you how we get the duplicates here at the very beginning. But thank you so much for going through it. I don't make any money off of these ads. It kind of sucks. They just are required by Twitch. So let's get it out of the way. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Thank you for sticking through it. Appreciate it. And then we'll come back and get our duplicates. All right, and if you're around here and you're a subscriber, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna get some headphones on here in a second. I just jumped on. I do want to play a little bit, but what are we looking at? Cooking, farming, and rocketry. So we don't want any of these duplicates right now. So that's what we're gonna do. Forgot to hit my 130. I have a timer on my my stream deck here. And while we're waiting for that, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to go get my dog ready. She's going to fall asleep over here. But thank you again for sticking around. Also grabbed up our coffee. Okay. Because why not? You gotta have some coffee whenever you're starting off. Some Oxygen Not Included. All right. Did start the timer a little bit late too, so I'm not sure if anybody is back yet. I do not want to start the game though without. Sorry, that was like super loud in my headphones. I don't know if it's coming across super loud. I don't think it is in the actual game itself, but wow, that was really, really loud in my headphones. Again, I did move my square up a little bit just so as we're playing, we can, you can see what's going on down here, up here. I'll show you the days and cycles and stuff like that. I'll introduce y'all to the game. Okay. So welcome back. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you sticking around for that. We're going to throw on our 30-minute cycle, which means 30 minutes of ad-free gaming, which is just great. Let's go to performance mode. Okay, here we go. So we're going to be looking for 3 duplicates to start off our game here. Sorry, I didn't have my headphones on the right thing. The first thing that we are going to be looking for is a good dig. So we want somebody who can dig really, really well, and we can just re-roll until we get somebody that we like here. Irritable bowels, so decreased bathroom speed and animal lover, but an 8, you know, not terrible. We'll just take it. Let's just take it. We don't want to spend too much time picking up duplicates here just because, well, we do want them to be a specific thing. We're going to go second researcher. And he can't do attacking and increased decor. All right, so we'll do research 1. And for the final one, I like to go with a rancher. I always like to get a ranch going as early as humanly possible. 8. Irritable bowel. Wow, so they both are going to be using the bathroom for a long time, but she got gourmet. Let's see if we can't actually find a different one here. Loud snore. We're not going to take that one. Decreased dresser. Man, I was really looking for somebody that has an animal lover, see? So they're going to get a +3 in their husbandry, but the wrangling speed and the grooming effect is really what we're looking for. That's, and they can't do doctoring, so that's fine with me. So let's go Rancher 1. And if you do want to be a duplicate in the game, just let me know. You can certainly be one. And we're going to go Space Galaxy Twitch style Mark 1. Okay, all right, let's embark. Let's get into the game of Oxygen Not Included. Now, if you've never played this game before, your duplicates are going to arrive on an asteroid, and basically they don't really know what's going on, and they have to rebuild everything. Detected metal-rich planets nearby and all that good stuff. We're going to get into all that later. Now, we're going to stop the game immediately, and we're going to look for some water. First thing you want to do is look for some water. We're going to get some bathrooms up and running for our duplicates. It's the first thing we're going to make in here. Now, despite the game being called Oxygen Not Included, oxygen is included in this oxalate right here, so we don't have to worry about oxygen for the first couple of days. But it looks like we are going to dig over here to our left, and duplicants can dig up 4 tiles, so they are technically 2 tiles high, the duplicants, and they can reach 2 tiles with their little digging tool here. So we're going to have them dig out this way. We're also going to get some sandstone, and you'll see you can't really build anything right now, but the second that they dig out the very first tile, boom. Okay, so as soon as some sandstone comes down, we now have that sandstone available to make things out of, and that's basically what the game's about. You want to make sure that the duplicant stress doesn't get too high. You want to make sure they can eat. Got to give them some oxygen, because oxygen technically is not included in this game. So when we run out of this oxalate, we are going to have to do something with our oxygen. But for right now, we're going to let our duplicants dig out just a little bit. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a ladder, and we're going to come down this way. We're going to come down here. I think I'm going to let them come in right here to get some water. So as a duplicate to do this, I do have a mod on right now, which is the speed mod. So the second speed, I don't like going too fast on day 1, because the second speed is actually the third speed in the normal game. Third speed is like times 100. It's really, really fast. So we're going to go really fast in the game. We're actually going to make up some new schedules as well. So the first thing that we want to actually do for our duplicates is get them on a different schedule, just so they're not going to the bathroom, they're not eating, they're not doing everything, going to bed at the same time. So as you can see, we're going to stagger it here just a little bit. So 1 off of each other. And then we're going to go to downtime as well. We're going to give them 2 downtime to start the game off. We're eventually going to get that up to 4, so they can get all the way from one side of the map to back here. But for right now, because we're just starting in our starting biome, we can just hook them up with some downtime right here. And we are going to stagger them. Let's do rancher. Let's do digger at night. Let's do researcher at night, and let's get the rancher right before. Let's get the rancher right before night, and then the researcher at night. Okay, so we're going to do that. So as you can see now, they are staggered, and so they're not going to be going to bed or having downtime at the exact same time. So if we do have things for our duplicates to do, we can actually allow them to do that. I'm going to go back to 1, okay? Especially for the first day here. I want to make sure that they get down here to water, and I want to make sure that we have a place for them to actually go to the bathroom. I think I'm going to dig this way for the bathroom, to tell you the truth. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm going to come this way. We're going to come down this way. We're going to get this metal. So now we're getting into a little bit of metal here, the copper ore. We have some dirt. We have some sandstone. And if you look over here at the resources, you can actually see all the new stuff that we got. So we got coal, copper ore, dirt, muckroot, sandstone, and some sand right now. That's in our inventory and our research. You can click this see all if you do want to see everything. And of course, we're on our very first planet. We're also going to dig one tile from the ladder, so our duplicates can jump 1 tile onto the ladder, and then this way the airflow will actually go better up and down, because excuse me 2 seconds. Excuse me 2 seconds. Give me to the audio, give me to the music. The music has to come down just by a half. It has to come down by half. It is just blasting in my ear. Okay. All right. That's better. Okay, so now I can think as we're doing this. So now we're going 1 tile off of the ladder, just to make sure our airflow can come down and up as we go up. just a little bit easier than that one tile. See, we had sandstone here and here, so it would only have technically one tile to get through. Right now, it has 3. So as you can see, carbon dioxide is coming down here to the bottom. We have oxygen up here at the top. The gases in this game actually do have a weight to them, so you're going to have to control that weight just a little bit. Let me actually see how we're looking here on the stream. I wanted to make sure that this having it up top a little bit actually works out, and it does look like it is doing that. So yeah, that's nice. Okay, so everybody can see everything. That's basically what I was. Sorry, I realized I didn't make sure that the actual stream was working. Hey, we're almost halfway through the day. We don't have any water yet. That's okay. We actually have to set up the bathroom. So what we're going to do is we can get a pneumatic door here and a pneumatic door here. Can set them on top of each other, and what we're going to do is start creating rooms. So the way that we keep the stress down for our duplicants is we give them high morale. And so if you come over here to the vitals, you can see the morale. So they're a duplicant and they have a new hope to give them +2 morale. So they currently need 0. They don't have any skills, and the way that the morale system kind of works is as you skill up the duplicant higher, they demand more morale. So we're going to give them a couple pieces of morale just to start everything off here. And I'm actually going to love this space because what we're going to do is we're going to get the bathrooms down here. We're going to get the bedrooms right here. And then I think over this way, we're going to try and get some ranching. So we're going to get some science going this way. Okay, it looks like he's done with that. So let's go here, here. And then I want plumbing, and we're going to get this pitcher pump. So we're actually going to, we're going to put that down one. We're going to put that on this level. Right here. Okay. So what I'm basically trying to do is just create a little caveat. So if anything does go wrong, if we didn't get these bathrooms up by the end of this cycle, then our duplicants would pee on the floor, or I just don't want anything to happen and get into our fresh water down here. So I create this little lip. So if anything does come down, it'll get stuck in this tile right here. So hopefully we don't overflow, and hopefully we don't have any kind of issues. We're going to get all this water. Maybe we'll just put it down in here somewhere. I usually like just one big tank for all the water. But for right now, we're going to let these duplicants dig this out. And while they're doing that, so the way we're going to set up bathrooms here is we're going to come to medicine. We're going to the wash basin. So we want them to wash their hands every time they get done using the bathroom. So now we're going to plumbing. We're going to the outhouse here. And the first thing that we can create for them are these outhouses. Now, not the greatest setup in the world, but again, we're on cycle 1. And so this is what we want to get done for our duplicates first. We want to definitely get the bathroom set up going. We do not want pee everywhere. I'm telling you, if it gets everywhere, it's just a pain in the butt to clean up. So get the bathrooms done. And okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is priorities. So now the priorities here are what the duplicants are going to do first in the tasks, right? So attacking, life support, toggling, doctoring, all this kind of stuff. Now, what I normally do is for new duplicants, or for all duplicants, right, we're going to go very high on attacking. We're going to go very high on life support. We're going to go very high on toggling. Now, the reason that I do that for these 3 is because these 3 things get done, and then they can move on to the next task, right? But these things are important. So you do want them to toggle every time they get a chance to. So whenever you get later on in the game, you don't actually have to remember, hey, I need someone who can toggle something very high. So the other thing that they're going to do is with toggling is for switches and sensors. So if I come up here and I go to lock the top door and open the bottom door, once they get done doing what they're doing right now, somebody's going to come along. It looks like researcher. She's coming along doing the tasks. So she is opening this door, and she's doing the next task as well, because these things take a while to build, and she locked the top door. See, so now they're done, and she can move on to the next task. And again, I just like making sure that they get those things done. The next thing I also do is I come up to this options, and I go to enable proximity. So whatever they need to get done and their highest priority in the proximity that they are in will get done first, and that's what I want. The thing about management here in Oxygen Not Included is you want to make sure that you get one thing done and then move on to the next project, and that will prevent you from doing too many tasks at the same time. If it's in their proximity, they will just get it done. Okay, so now we have this little bathroom. Do we have an actual lavatory? We don't. See, so it's a little too big for a lavatory. 66 tiles. It needs to be 64 tiles for a latrine. That's what we're going for. So 64 tiles. So we're gonna actually, let's cut down this meal wood right here, and we can actually throw in some pneumatic doors on the backside, and that will create a room. So one of the cool things about Oxygen Not Included too is boom and boom. Come on, make it. Thank you. Okay, so now we can keep this door open, and it's still going to act as a room. So as you can see, it's a miscellaneous room right now, but it does stop right here at this door. So whether the door is permanently open, closed, automatic, whatever you want your duplicants to do, they can do it. So now, while one or two of them are going to do that, we're going to actually come up in our base, and we're actually going to bring it all the way up here. Now, this is a big thing of carbon dioxide. So that is all going to float down to the bottom here, and what's going to happen is it's going to pit down at the bottom. So one of the things that you might want to start off with is just maybe digging out a little bit here. So if we go if we go 4 tiles, right? So if we go 4 tiles high, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. The next one's going to be right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. So the next one's right there. We don't actually want that one being made. So we can kind of, dig out a little bit here. The carbon dioxide will flow down, and our duplicants can build up this way. We don't want them to have to stop every time they get some carbon dioxide and stuff like that. So the next thing we're going to do is build them a little bit of a room. So we want a little room for our duplicants to sleep in, and they're so adorable, and we want them to be happy. We're also going to take this wash bin. We're going to set it to the right. Let's go. Okay. To the right. Okay. So now I know that this is a pneumatic door. We're actually going to stop this back here. We want to upgrade their. I keep stopping the game, and we can actually, now that we made the bathroom, we can actually speed up the game just a little bit, because that's the biggest thing. Once you get the bathrooms done, everything else from here is just building and just making the duplicants' lives a little bit better. So we're going to take 4 tiles high. We're going to go across there. We're actually going to come into our base. We're going to grab up some tiles. We're going to go right across here. And again, since we only have sandstone to really build things with, we're going to do sandstone. We are going to trade that out eventually for some granite. Some granite will give you a little bit of a buff if you use granite. It looks nice, basically. So we don't actually have the tile mod on. We normally have the tile mod on. We have 2 mods that we are playing with in Oxygen Not Included that we always kind of play with. The one is that speed mod. So if we click, the faster speed. So as you can see here now, we didn't. It's always rough on the first day. We didn't get them their room in time, so the rancher is falling asleep on the ground. It's fine. They'll get through it. But as you can see, he just washed his hands. So once they do go to the bathroom, they come over here, they wash their hands, they come out, they come over, and they're getting something to eat. We're going to come over here. We're going to click all. We want all, and we're going to take off that disinfect. The disinfect, honest to goodness, the germs in this game are not powerful at all. So it's unfortunate. There is a mod. It used to be super powerful. So the germs in this game used to be so absolutely intense. And when I say intense, I will show you when we get to one of the biomes. Not this one. It's the slime biome. Here, this one right here. See the slime lung in there? It's about 1 million germs. Almost 1 million germs. 893. And those germs would definitely... they were kind of hard to wrangle, right? So they nerfed it. They nerfed all the germs. But there is a mod that you can put on that will... it will bring back the old weight for slime and germs and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny. Oh, you know what else I didn't do? I didn't go to priorities for them. This is I didn't actually do their priorities. So I did it over here, but I didn't do it for this. So we want digging super high for our dig. Researcher, we want them to, honest to goodness, be the only one that we let them do. But we have to remember, when we do space, when we get into space, we have to remember that we turned it off for all new duplicants, because what happens is you end up getting a pilot. You maybe take them into space. You want them to do some space research, and unfortunately, you forget that research is off. They can't do the researching, and you're sitting there for days. Not that this has happened to me at all, but you're sitting there for days in cycles, and you're like, what's going on? Why won't they do it, right? And it's because of that right there. So we will not forget it this time around. We're just going to keep digging. Actually, no. What we're going to do is we're going to get some... Let's get some furniture in here for them. Yeah. We can go 8 wide with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might as well. We have a ton of space going this way. So we might as well dig it out all the way to there. That will equal a barracks for them. And the thing I didn't show you is the morale. So the reason that we are even making these into rooms is because now, again, the way that you keep the stress down is high morale on the duplicates. You give them morale by giving them nice rooms. So they use this latrine, they get a +1 morale, if you can see on the effects there at the bottom. Once we get this done, this will be another +1 for the barracks. They can do that. But we're really going to hook them up with some morale whenever we do... when we do a great haul for them. We're going to do a great haul for them, and that will actually get them going. So once we get the research going up here, we're actually going to let's come down this way. Got a nice big oxygen room right here. That's pretty nice. We can open that for a little bit more oxygen. If we start getting down, I don't think we're going to, but again, we're going to lock this. We also want this to be open. And can y'all build that right there? I don't know if they'll actually be able to get into there. Maybe not with this locked. Oh, they can! Huh? No, it's locked. See? Okay, so if we go to auto, switch it to auto, build the block. There we go. Okay, boom, and now we're going to lock that up, and so that should give us a barracks. All right, so we got a barracks going now for our duplicates. That's going to give them another +1 morale. Latrine here is a +1 morale, barracks +1 morale, and again, we're going to give them this great haul right here, which is going to give them a +6 morale, and we really don't have to worry about morale for the early game ever again. That ceiling collapse, and that's one of the first alerts. We have all these, like, fetching water up here. I don't know if you can actually see them, but they're just... what they're telling us our duplicates need right now. Ceiling collapse, that just means that this sand, since I don't have a dig command on it, watch, it'll fall. Boink. And so that's the ceiling collapse that they're talking about. Okay, we're going to dig all of this out over here. We're going to come to oxygen. Our first piece of oxygen technology that we are going to give our duplicates is this oxygen diffuser. And this will use the algae. So we see algae that is around here. Now we're going to use that algae, and we are going to turn that into oxygen. So that's what the oxygen diffuser does. Carve out a nice little space. We got our first hatch. How you doing, hatch? All right, we're going to be ranching you here in a minute. Can't wait. So pumped. All right, throw down that copper ore. Now we're going to need some power to go to that. So if we go to the power overlay, it's not going to show you how much it is until it's actually built, but I do know that it's going to need power, and so what we're going to do is we want this to be our science room. So we're going to come over here to stations. We're going to go to research station. We're going to put that down right here. Now I do know that we're going to need a bigger supercomputer, and that is 3 spaces, so we're going to go to our power. We do want a couple batteries in here, and these are crappy batteries. We're going to research up for better batteries. 1, 2, 3, skip that space, so we'll go 1, 2, and then we'll skip that space. I don't like them being so close together. All of these generate heat, and if they're right next to each other, I don't know, it just freaks me out a little bit that they might overheat each other. Excuse me 2 seconds. My lovely fiance got me this awesome water bottle. Oh, it holds so much water. It is great. Okay. Excuse me. So we are going to build up this, build up this, build up this, and we're going to get our researcher going here on day 2. We're on cycle 2, and we are already getting some research going. So as you can see, the cot is now assigned. I didn't show you this from day 1, but they go to the bathroom over here. Dun, 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 dun. And as you can see, there's a ton of germs. They get a ton of germs all over themselves. So 90,000 food poisoning germs from going to the bathroom. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but yeah, you get some germs on you when you go to the bathroom. So he's going to come over to here. He's going to wash his hands. It is going to relieve all of the germs. He has 0, so now whenever he comes over here to eat, he doesn't have the potential for that food poisoning. And right now, our duplicates are doing fine with the stress. If we go to our vitals, we can actually see that, yeah, Researcher got 4. He got the Duplicant, the New Hope. Those are the 2 that they come with. And then 2 Shift Break, which they actually get a +1 for. Barracks. And the latrine. So they are doing just fine with morale. They actually have a -1 because their surroundings are so ugly. Come up here to the decor overlay. This is giving off light, so that actually helps you with the decor. But as you can see, everything's just literally splattered all over the ground right now. Okay, so we have this going, and this is the hamster wheel, the manual generator. The first thing you're going to do with power, it actually needs to be run by a duplicant, so the rancher is going on there right now. We're going to come over to the research station, and we finally have access to our research tree, and there is a lot going on with this research tree. It can be a little bit intimidating, but the way you want to look at it is if it has 1 science thing on it, it can be done with the research station that we have right now. If it has 2 on there, we are going to need a supercomputer, so it needs 30 research with the research station and 20 with the supercomputer. That comes all the way until you get to this is material study terminal. This is basically radiation, and after radiation, orbital data collection lab. So we are going to need to get into space to start collecting that. But for right now, we are starting on 1, okay, and we are coming to this. So we basically want to get this and this going. This is the farm tile. We want to get the farm tile, and we also want to get this mess table. We want to get food production going for our duplicates. So right now we have oxygen taken care of with the oxygen diffuser. The next thing up is food. So our rancher is doing the batteries. We're going to do, when it gets to, let's say, 30% threshold, come back. When these get to 30%, come back over here, fill them up, boom. Let's get on our way. Now we have one who is idle, so we don't want any duplicates who are idle. So we're going to actually bring them all the way up to the top of the base. And it's not a very tall base. It's a wide base. It's wide going left and right. We might have to have a couple sections in our base, but not very tall. Like, it looks like it ends right here, and it ends right here. So, okay, our next thing, yeah, we're just still going to dig out. We're gonna just expand the base a little bit. Now that we have science going, now that we have a bathroom, now that we have a cot and a place for them to sleep, we can do that. See if they can throw a tile down here. And our next thing that we're going to want for them is that great hall. We do want to build that great hall next, just to make sure our duplicates have a place to eat. They're gonna grab their rations box. They're gonna come up here. They're going to eat. And again, very wide, so it's kind of nice. We can get our great hall, and we can get a place for our duplicates to take the food, and maybe get our kitchen over here as well. Looks like some slime did get into our base just a little bit. Research complete. Excellent. So that is the first research station. Excuse me, the first piece of research that we did give us compost, rations box, planter box, and an algae terrarium. Now, the planter box you can also make food in, but I don't want the planter boxes. They actually take up a space. So you need the ground for them, and then you also need like a planter box right here. The things that we're going for, the garden boxes or whatever the heck they're called, just take up a tile. So literally they can be used as a floor. So that's why we're going for that one. Again, she comes over once this gets down to 30%. And this is also taking care of our oxygen diffuser. So all the power is going through here. The way the power works is you can see the green is giving off power, and the white is taking in power. So we're getting 400 watts every time every second. So this duplicate's running around. It's producing 400 watts. Comes through here, fills up the batteries. Batteries keep it charged for the 60 watts that's being taken by our research station, and the 120 watts that is being taken by the oxygen diffuser. So 120, 60. We're looking at 180. 400 is more than 180, so we are producing an excess amount of energy, and that's where the batteries come in. The batteries take that excess, store it until we need more, and then they come over. Okay, so our research station is complete. So we got farm tile. Next thing we're going to go for is, like we were mentioning, this does need 2 things, and one of those is a supercomputer. We can get that right here. So it shows you the advanced research capability. We're going to come to here. This also gives us a water cooler. Once we have the water cooler, and once we have the mess table, and then we're going to come down here and grab up this flower box, we can officially... Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. They can't even get to it. I need to do that. Okay. I was wondering why they weren't doing over here. And normally it's user error. That's usually the problem. If they can't do something, if the duplicates aren't doing something for you, it is normally because they can't get to it. It's something that you're not doing to provide the duplicates what they need. This also consumes dirt, by the way, and so this is pretty important. If you see there's dirt around here and there's some coal, so once we do get some power, we have some coal. Now, that sound is the printing pod, and every 3 days we are going to get the chance at a new duplicate, and we are going to look for some new duplicates. We do want a dedicated builder. We do want a dedicated engineer. We do want a dedicated cook. We want dedicated duplicates to do dedicated things. Wow. Wow, these are some just, if you get 3, it's usually pretty nice. So let's see what we're looking at. Rocketry, don't really need that right now. Ranching, have one. Suit wearing, athletic. All right, they're a quick learner too, so their skilling level would actually go up. So whatever we would put them in, that wouldn't be bad. But I don't really want to put them in anything they're interested in. Suit wearing, rocketry, operating. That was one that we were looking for, and this is a requires a light to sleep. You know what? We're actually going to get this one right here. Their athletics is kind of nice. We can put them in into space whenever we get into space. Supplying, cooking, building. That's a nice one too, but he's a loud sleeper, so we don't want that. Okay, so this light to sleep. I'll show you a little trick here. We're going to make them an operator. And we're going to make them a mechatronics engineer, and that's going to allow us to start shipping solid material around, and that is super important. Okay, so the one thing about this guy is, I don't know if you saw, but I pointed it out, he needs a light to sleep, right? So if we go over to bio, he has this right here, nyctophobic. He's scared of the dark, so he needs lights on. Now, the reason that we left this one tile here is because we can actually do something pretty cool. If we come over here to our furniture, we don't have it yet. Ugh, they're going to have a ton. We're gonna have to research it. Okay, we get it right here, the ceiling light. So if we put the ceiling light right here, it actually only shines down on this first bed. And so we can have him take over this first bed right here and then have everybody else just sleep down here. Now, if we keep getting duplicates with that it needs a light to sleep, we can move it over too. So if we click it here, it will shine on this bed and this bed, right? And it'll leave these ones dark. So again, there's a little bit of a trick to being able to pick up those duplicates that do require night to sleep. All right, was that the first one? That was the first one. Okay, we're going to wait around for the second one to be done, and as that second one is being done, we do want to just make this look kind of nice. Where do we want this? It's pretty big. We can put it right here. Okay. Come down this way. We'll put one right here, put one right here. And then we're going to want it to look something like this. So we want to come down. Something like that. So what we're doing right now is we are creating a little bit of a space to put our food. Now we don't want it. We don't want it to actually block the cots. This is as big as we can make these beds. We can keep going down this way, but we can get a 2-cot underneath that thing. So it's 2 tiles high. The duplicates can still get back and forth through it, which is kind of great. Now, what we're doing is we're making a carbon dioxide pit, okay? So every time the duplicates come over here, we're going to put all the food into here. Every time they come over here, they're going to breathe out. And when they breathe out, they're going to bring carbon dioxide down into here. And we want to store that carbon dioxide into here because that's actually a sterile environment for the food. We're going to come down here to enable harvest, by the way. And we want them to literally harvest everything. Everything. Anytime they get a chance to harvest something, harvest it, please. Coming all around. Everything. Everything. Is that a cold biome? It is. Yes, we found our first cold biome. It looks like there is some brine in there, too. Could there be a cool salt slush geyser over that way? And if it is, we found our first water source, and that is going to be our oxygen production, which we are super excited about. You take the water, you break it down into water and oxygen and hydrogen, and you use that oxygen to fill up your entire base. Because again, oxygen is not included. So you have to make it yourself. As you can see, we don't have too much oxalate around here either anymore. We have this entire space filled up in here with oxygen. There's some oxalate right there, oxalate right there, a little bit of oxalate down here as well. Again, a very wide base, not very tall. Not very tall up and down, but very wide, which is different. I'm not going to lie. It's a different base. It's more like this rather than like a full circle. Normally they give you a nice little circle, but, well, they've been making weird shapes lately, so. All right, we have our duplicates working on our carbon dioxide pit. Here is the fastest speed, by the way. So here's our speed mod that we have on, and they go super quick. It's actually a little too quick for my liking, like I see. So now they get done with research. The only thing I am going to give you as far as a tip is if you're going to be using the super speed mod, make sure you stay up on this research station because they are going to they're going to get done with that super quickly, and you'll lose 5 days. Yeah, you'll lose 10 days before they even have a chance to catch up. All right, that has been 1/2 hour. So we're going to do a 90-second commercial. We have it paused right now. We're not actually going to do anything else until we get back from here, but that's going to be done in about 20 seconds. I'm going to refill my coffee. I might refill my water as well, and then we're going to come back and we are going to finish up making our great haul for our duplicants. So again, I do apologize. I don't make any money off of these ads. It's just required by Twitch, and I would much rather be in control of the ads and do it when we want to do it rather than, you know, them just doing it if you jump in or whenever. So 90-second ad, so sorry. We'll be back in 90 seconds, back with some more oxygen not included. And if you are a subscriber and you're hanging around, thank you so much right now. Oh, the coffee's all cold. I don't know if I actually want to get another coffee. I'm going to pop or something like that. I got some water next to me, too. Let me go to the bathroom real quick, and we got about a minute left until we get everybody back in here. Thanks again for checking it out. This is one of the games that I love playing myself. It is just, I love this game. It's my relaxing game. It's my go-to game. I got in a radiation in my previous, I'll show you, before I get off today, I'll show you my previous base. It was at 1,000 days, so it was 1,117 days. We had a radiation going. It was a super cool base. So I'm looking to mimic a lot of that here. But let me get this done. We got 45 seconds left. Thanks, everybody. Okay. All right, thank you so much for sticking through that 90-second ad. I do appreciate it. That gives me a half an hour of ad-free gaming. We're going to come right back into this. Let's get this finished down here, and let's get the... Oh, you know what? The research. See, I'm telling you, you'd miss out on research. We're going to come down to here. So we want to get this flower pot. We also want to get this ceiling light. So our not narcoleptic. It's not narcoleptic. It's nicrophobic, or whatever the person is who doesn't like night, can actually get that done. Now, as we are waiting for that, let me see if I have anything. So we have the water cooler. We can throw that in right now. We have a couple of these mess tables. We're going to need one space for the flower pot. So let's throw some of these in here. We can also start digging this way. We want to get a roof on this thing. One, two, three, four, boom. Yep, okay. Yep, that's correct. And then down here, we actually want to finish it off by coming over this way. And then, oh, the sand, it'll actually leak some of the water out, so I don't want to go all the way over there just yet. That's my next task. So after we get done with this mess table and make everything for our duplicates, so the researcher guy had to come over here, fill up the batteries. My next task is going to be putting all of this water someplace. We got this water, we got this water, we got this water, we got this water. I like down here. I really do. I want just like a little brick. I normally like it coming off our main ladder. So as you can see, this is our main ladder, right? So we have one ladder basically going up and down this entire base. So our duplicates can splint off from that. Once again, we're going to lock the top one. We're going to open this. And the reason that we do that, there is a... Let's see if he comes out first. Actually, don't do this one. Let's just keep it at auto right now. I'll show you. So as soon as somebody comes in, they have to... No, they didn't do it. Go through the door. Nope, you're not going to. Okay. They have to stop. They have to stop for that half a second to let the door open, and then they can cross, right? I hate that. So I don't want them to have to wait that second before they can actually get through the door. So I keep them open. And again, since it doesn't really do anything with their morale, it doesn't hurt anything with the room. Why not? We can actually keep this one open as well. And then in here, ooh, okay, that sounds like some research just got done, which is going to give us the light and the flower pot. Excellent, excellent, excellent early base, man. It is just, this is. Yeah, flower pot. Give me the flower pot. Thank you. Give me the ceiling light. We're going to put you right there. Now, we also need to give this some power. So this is going to take 10 watts of power. So it's not a ton of power, but it is 10 watts. So you do have to remember that if you are going to be putting lights onto this system, it is going to be drawing a little bit. So, Just remember that. That's all. All right, let's get that door open in here. We're going to continue on with our food. We're going to do ration boxes down in here. So basically the thing that they are putting all the food into right now, as you can see, it says unrefrigerated. That's okay. The unrefrigerated isn't the part that I care about. It is the sterile environment. So as you can see, there's already a ton of carbon dioxide that is just piling up in here. Now, the carbon dioxide, again, there is weight to the gas in this game. The carbon dioxide will sink. So it's going to sink and move to the right. That's basically what it does. It moves, you know, down and to the right. And so we're going to try and take care of that by putting in, I don't think we have one yet. We don't, but there's a carbon dioxide skimmer. So you can literally just delete the carbon dioxide from the game. And so it's great. There is no entropy rule in Oxygen Not Included. Basically meaning you can, we don't have a briar seed, really? We don't have a briar seed. Really? Couple down here. None over here. We didn't get one. There's one right there. Okay, we're going to go after that one. So let's go and release some of this oxygen. Dig over here for me and get this briar bluff for me, please. And we're going to throw that into here, and that will create our mess hall. It's not a great hall right now because the great hall is only 64 tiles. It's not a mess hall, excuse me, right now because, yeah, 64 tiles for the mess hall, and right now it's at 72 tiles, but the great hall can actually be 120 tiles, so you can actually fit a ton of duplicates into there. Okay, so we'll let them do that. We'll finish that up there, and again, we're just going to keep continuing to dig. That's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to dig out our base. Okay, so research is done. That got us to the crown molding and stuff like that. Next thing I want to take care of is that water, so we're going to need the liquid pump, and I'm actually gonna do something here. I'm gonna come down to the water sieve, right? So we're gonna get the liquid pumps, everything we need for pumping water. We're gonna get the gas filters and the liquid filters for. Why is the gas filter on the liquid? That's interesting. I never noticed that. I don't know if that's new or if it's a bug or something, but the gas filter is on the liquids, and normally it was down here. It was right here. It was in the same slot. It just, okay, whatever. We're going to get both of those. So we'll get liquid and gas filter. It's a filtration system, so maybe that's what it is. And then distillation. So we want that water sieve, and that water sieve is going to help us in a couple different ways. It's going to, let's see, how's our, we do have a lot of heat from here, so we might want to brick in the top of our base. Hot down here, 90. Hot down here as well, so that'll eventually start leaking into our water. And cold over here. We have something right here too. This is going to be a volcano of some sort. It looks like looks like it's a vent of some sort. So okay, anyway, let's get through this. We can deal with the heat. The way that we deal with the heat is with where are you right here, so the insulated tile, right? So we can get the insulated tile coming up next, but we're also going to need that supercomputer that we had made a little bit earlier for this one. So if we come back to our research, we can see that it's going to need a research station and the supercomputer. So we're going to throw the supercomputer in right now and make sure our researcher can do that. All right, we got a briar seed, I believe. Yes, let's put that in there. We're going to plant it at 7 because we want one of our duplicates. So the priority system works in the way that if you have it at a high priority, the duplicate that is assigned to doing those things will do it at a higher priority. Which, as you can see, dig right now. Again, we don't have anybody who is currently doing that, like supplying, storing, tidying. Those are the three things that... three big things for a nice duplicate who can run a little bit. And okay, so we have this night light in here. We need to remember to put operator on this cot right here. Rancher just got kicked off, so we're gonna come to Rancher and throw it right there. So if we come over to lighting, which once again, we're going to put in another light. We can see that the light just hits this bed. It hits it in these 3 spots. Actually, this spot is not lit up, but I believe the duplicate is considered in this tile when sleeping. I'm not 100% sure if it's the left one or the right one. I can't remember. Either way, that is going to allow the person who, the operate, is he, yeah, afraid of the dark? Unrested. So basically, he has been sleeping in the dark this entire time, and has been hating life. He has been hating everything. One of the new rooms that they did just introduce here is the laboratory. So it needs 2 science buildings and a light source. So technically, and no machinery. So I don't think these things can actually be in the room. But if we were to put a door here and a door right here, I think that this would work. I'm not too worried about that research station as of right now, because the only thing that it does is allow you to get to the geotuner and the mission control station, right? So we don't have any of those things right now. The light, however, is actually going to give a 15% boost on the person who is working on the spaces. So here is research. He has a lit workspace, and right now 15% speed. So we just throw those lights in. Why not? They cost 10 volts, and so we don't really have to worry about that. Let's go to all of our food. All of our food. We want to deconstruct this ration box right here, and we want all of our food to be stored up in here. And again, we'll show you what's going to happen. So the don't have anything that's going to off gas right now, but if there's any food that spoils, which we are going to get to right now, we're going to go to our food, come down here, and let's get some food production going for our duplicants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2. We're going to have to uproot all of these ones over here as well. And that should give us some seeds. So once you do uproot these plants down here, that'll hook you up with some seeds. We actually have some meal lice on, so this one's ready to harvest. As you can see, yeah, we harvest the thing that's like wiggling on there. It's kind of gross, but it's not terrible. It's alright. So we're gonna get all of that. We're gonna get everything from in here. The oxygen up in here is still going, so that's nice. No power. Uh-oh. The manual generator. Maybe we'll put it on a 6 just to make sure our duplicates. We don't have any. Actually, you're an operator. We didn't put the priority up, did we? We did not. That's my fault. He should have already been doing that. So the operator is the one who takes care of things like that. Who takes care of well, the rancher's doing it right now because I think he's always going to bed. And yes, it looks like he is finally having some good sleep with that light on there. That is so nice. Excellent. So he is getting lit. Nobody else in here is getting a debuff from that light, so it's nice to just leave one little tile here if you can manage it. Yeah. And that's how you pick up people with that trait. Oh, and it looks like our duplicate skills too. We haven't even been talking about duplicate skills just because we've been trying to get a stable base going right now. But the duplicate skills, you can actually skill up duplicates. So if you come to dig, you can see their skill trees here are digging, hard dig, super hard, super hard, and hazmat dig. Mr. Spock 78, thank you so much for the brand new follow. Appreciate you, buddy. Now, I should stop talking whenever that thing is going because it always makes me pumped. Thanking us for thanking you. Anyway, so we can skill up our duplicates here. We can come into the operator. The operator is the one that we're actually waiting for because he has a ton of way to go. So he has to get to the Megatronics engineer, and that's the conveyor rail construction, and that's pretty nice. We want that for our ranching and everything like that. Our rancher actually doesn't have a skill. We're waiting for that too, but we do want to come to research just to give them that +1. The heart also means that they get a morale as well as, a +1 in, as you can see, the red on the left here is going up. Meaning that you just have to hook them up with a little bit morale, a morale boost. He now has 1, so he has a necessity of at least 1 morale. We're hooking them up with 10. They're eating in that Great Hall. Once you get that Great Hall set up, again, you don't really have to worry about too much. What's going on, Mr. Spock? Do you need help? I know, 1,500 hours. I know. I thought that was a lot. I'm sitting here saying I've been playing this game since it was in early access. We love Clay, right? So my wife and I, we absolutely love Clay as a company, and Don't Starve together. Don't Starve is what actually got me into Clay, and really just liking them as a company. They do it so well. They're good company. So this game came out. It was an early access. Wanted to support it. Threw that on and just been playing it. Honest to God, I actually got a new. I got a different Steam account through that process, and so it's actually 1,500 hours from then. But whatever. Yes, I do need help. Yes. Let's see what we got here. Digging, supplying. We got decorate. How many hours do you have, Mr. Spock? How many hours do you have? That's great. I love it. Cooking. We do need a cooker, but they're a pacifist, which is fine. And unpracticed artists, they're both fine. I don't really care. I'm not really doing anything. And they're a grease monkey. That would have been great for our operator. Let's see what we got here. Cooking, rocketry, and ranching. Their exosuit, innately stylish, but they can't do digging. I don't want you. And dwarves. I don't want you. If anything, we were going for this cook. But to tell you the truth, if you don't like duplicates, don't get them. Just don't get them. You don't have to get them. Just I'm gonna get the fertilizer, whatever. You can go to no thank you for it all. In another 3 cycles, we're gonna get more chances at duplicants. I feel like we can find a better cook than that. Plus, you gotta watch out. If you get too many duplicants too early, your calories are really, really gonna start going down. So, right now we are going to plant. Let me do it again here. Okay, plant. I put them at 7 because again, it's the food. And once they get like fertilized and stuff like that, they kind of don't have to worry about that. So. We're actually going to come here and we're going to uproot all this. We have to build more. So basically, it's 5 farm tiles of meal lice for every 1 duplicant. So they can get through, what is it, 1,000 or 2,000 calories every single day. And so if you give them 5, that hooks them up with it's like 1.5 a day. It's like 1.5 calories every single day. I'm not very good with the math in this game. I know that there are some people out there that do math in this game, right? That just absolutely love that aspect about it. I don't. I don't necessarily like the. Get out of there. Okay, can you guys get out of there? They got themselves trapped. They always get themselves trapped. And I am also a person too, and I should just warn you right now. I am a person that will go back in days. I got a full-time job. I don't have a lot of time. Well, not necessarily. I can play it in the morning and in the afternoon, shit like that. But I am not shy if you go back to like load and you can come up to here and you can see all these days. If you screw up in a day, go back a cycle, man. I don't care about any of that. I mean, they put it in there and yeah, whatever. Maybe you should do it. Maybe you shouldn't do it. But I got no problem with it. We're going to come down to here into our gases. We're going to come up to the insulated tile. That's the next thing we want. Again, this research will get away from you if you are going on this fast thing. And good thing I saw it right there because I would not have seen it. Okay, so we're going to come up to our rancher. Now, unfortunately, ranching, it does take the second skill here. We can't actually do ranching just yet. You got to go through improve farming, and then we can come down to the ranching skill. We're going to give them the farming. We want to get into ranching as soon as possible. I think we're going to put our ranches. Man, it's super wide. It is super wide. We might put our ranches right down here. We might put all of our water down here and just siphon everything off into the base. And then ranch. Like, I love ranches, dude. Ranches, as far as getting, like, plastic and, the Dreco farms and then the hatches. Love them. They're just it's one of my favorite aspects of the game. I always love base building games where you can farm. Not farm, excuse me. Whoa, you got 4,300 hours. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Excuse me for being a little, woo. That is a lot of hours. And again, I thought I played this game a whole lot. What's the farthest you ever got? So what do you like to do? What do you do? Do you do anything? Like, what do you have specialized things that you like to do or there? Because me, in the 1,500 hours that I played, I have gotten to radiation. So the last game, and I'll show the base before I get off here. I'm not going to get off anytime soon, but yeah, we're fine. I'll show you the last base. We got to about 1,100 days, and we started to do radiation. And I don't know about you, but radiation in this game is so freaking cool. Okay? You can run a base off of radiation for thousands of cycles. It is pretty badass. Okay, we're just going to continue digging out our base, and I do actually want to start coming all the way over here and start making this place look like a base a little bit. There's just a ton of space. Like, look at all this space. Look at all this. Our science and research lab can extend forever. Look at this. What are we going to do with all this space? Make our ranches right here. We're going to make 5 of them here. A couple up here, too. 25? That was 25, yeah. It takes 24? Yeah. That's a 25, technically, and then you minus 1. I don't know how far over it goes. Here's a sand biome and igneous sandstone. These sweetles are actually pretty nice because they can tend your food. And sweetle tendings are nice. They can actually be morphed into a grub. And the grub tending is super, super nice. The game gets a bit boring. You know what's so funny is I got to the radiation and started to really explore doing a ton with the radiation, right? And after a couple days, it was about 200. Well, I got to radiation about day 700 in that one. I wasn't going for radiation. I'm going for radiation in this one, but about day 700, I went for radiation, and I'll tell you what, it was awesome to get, and then once you did get it, it was like, okay, yeah, okay, we could run pretty much the entire base off of that, and so, I'm looking to do that a little bit earlier in this game to get to some bigger projects. Like, I have this dream, okay, of doing what I call Tube City, and basically, the entire asteroid is a vacuum except for the tubes, well, the tubes that take you to where you need to go. And then once you get to the place, that place just being oxygenated, right? So I'm going to do a 3-kilogram sperm in this one. You throw those down, you never have to think about it again. And then I might try and do that. I might try and, like, do a late game Tube City where, it just seems like it would be so ridiculous. It just seems like it would be so fun to do. You just vacuum out the entire asteroid. Just make it, just have it up there into space. And then, you would need something to collect all the nuclear waste that would happen with doing the rockets up there. But we're going to extend our food on a little bit. Let's not do those 2 digs. Let's not do that thing either, okay? Just because I don't want that sand to fall. Everything else should be good. And I don't have a place for this water to go just yet. Honestly, who's trapped? Oh, you duplicants are just hilarious. And y'all, this needs to be like a 9. Y'all need to get that done. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Duplicants will get themselves killed. Okay? Duplicants will always try and get themselves killed. Are you from, Mr. Spock, I hope you don't mind me asking this. Are you from the United States? Because I found that, like, every time I try and go and watch a streamer play Oxygen Not Included, they tend to be from there's some that play in America, but there's a lot that play, like, in Europe and Russia and stuff like that, and it just is intriguing to me, because digging, supplying would be a nice one. You got Iron Gut, Screamish, and you fall asleep periodically. Gosh, I don't like these ones either. I mean, I can use another dig. And he comes with super hard digging. That's pretty nice. Decreased athletics. Get out of my face. We're just going to take the tablets. Okay? Decreased athletics. Good old Germany. Yeah, okay. Europe. I knew it, buddy. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy that you came in here, and thank you so much for coming in here. I appreciate that. But I have seen, like, I'm from America, and so you probably have seen that it's on Fahrenheit and stuff like that. So I apologize if there's any conversion rate. I've done the conversion rates in my head, right? Like, where I watch somebody play online, like on YouTube or something, and normally they're from Europe, and so they have it in kilogram Celsius. So that's hilarious. I absolutely love it. Let's dig out all this. Thank you so much for coming into the stream, man. I appreciate that. All the way from Germany. That's so sweet. Actually, my wife lived in Germany for a minute. I don't exactly know where, but she was an au pair. She was an au pair for a German family for a couple years. I won't ever get Fahrenheit. Seems like random. It is. It is. I'm telling you what. Since I watch people play it in Celsius, I feel like I understand it a little bit. It's shit. What did I say before? Sorry for swearing. The research will get away from you if you're not careful with the super speed. So let's see. What do we want? What do we want now? Yeah, let's get some jumbo batteries going and smart batteries. We're gonna need to get a rock crusher going after we get that. But sorry, I got one hand going. We'll give the dig the skill, and the operator will give him that too. I don't know why I didn't do it, but whatever. We got a long way to go before we get our Megatronic engineer and stuff like that. But as you can see, after 3 days, we now have harvest-ready mealwood. And the only thing you have to really worry about with the mealwood is just the temperature in your base. We're not really going to worry about that because we're actually going to use the water to cool down the base. Again, laws of entropy do not exist in Oxygen Not Included. Yeah. I also want to fix this up a little bit over here as well. All right, let's see if we can't get this water somewhere. I'm honestly thinking just down in here. The Abyssalite, I honest to God like to try and keep as much of the natural tiles. I don't know about you, Mr. Spock, but I like to keep the natural tiles there because they just look pretty. I like I don't know. So the Abyssalite especially, I always like to try and keep Abyssalite in its natural state here. It comes down to here. I might have to get rid of this one just so I can plumb it out. But it is a natural insulator too, so it's not like, it's not like, thermal conductivity is 0. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's not going anywhere. Ugh, that's an ugly looking little bottom here though. Maybe I'll fill it in. Maybe I'll fill it into like here. Where are we looking as far as our base would go? So this, we would build something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. So right here. Ugh. Here. Ugh. Oh, man. That is some rough. That is rough. We're going to have to come across here. We're going to have to. Which just means we'll dig all that out. Ugh, that's going to look so ugly, but whatever. We'll just do it. Okay, so let's take some ladders here. Let's come down. Yeah, come on. Spaghetti everything. All right, we'll come down. We'll dig all this out here. That's all right if this water comes in. That's fine. Come down here anyway. Actually, we're going to stop it right here. This is where we want to stop it, right there. Gosh, it's so ugly. Okay, and then when we come in here, we're going to build in some insulated tiles now that we got that going. Let's build insulated tiles coming to here. I do want it to be kind of big. I like a big water tank, so we'll literally bring it to this abyssalite tile, and we'll come up that way with it. Yeah, we'll make it that big. That's fine with me. And we'll come all the way over this way. All the way over to here. Perfect. Love it. Big water tank. Lot of water. Oh! Okay. Here. Tell me if you know this one. Yes. Yes. All right, so coming down, I do want to get this bottom going before we actually... I don't like the duplicants spending too much time in water. That will certainly make their morale or their stress go way up. Right now, we're doing okay. It's that morale that's bringing everybody down. 11 morale, 9 morale, 8 morale, 9 morale. They're super happy right now. Our duplicates are fine. This hatch, ugh, he's gonna get stuck down here. I think we have a ton of hatches, but it's still a bummer. I don't like losing any of my my hatches. I want to ranch them all. Start digging this stuff out. We can bring our ladder system. We can actually build a ladder system up there as well. And let's get it going over. We don't actually want them to dig into it yet. Build this down here first for me, please. Duplicants. Build this for me first, duplicants, please. Up, see, research getting away from you. Hey, research getting away from me. Now we are going to go ranching. So we are waiting around for our ranch to actually get skilled up to be a rancher. But that is going to be the next thing that we can get them. They're you know, a couple, 1,500 away. So we are going to want to get into some ranching. So let's get the ranching going right this second. Where do we build the ranches? Do we build them up here? Kind of like it. Let's see what we got. Doctor, tidying. Tidying's pretty nice. Can't do digging. I hate that trait. Why? Why can't you dig? What the heck is wrong with you that you can't dig? Operating rocketry, supplying. Again, supplying. That's pretty nice. We're looking for a supplier, but my gosh. Decrease germ resistant. It can't do medic or artist. I'd be fine with it except for this one. I really hate it. Tidying again. Okay, so they at least like tidying, ranching, creativity. They can't do medicine. All right, you know what? We're going to take him as a tidy one. If you want to be a duplicate, Mr. Spock, let me know. I don't want to make you a tidier though. I'll make you the space pilot. I've always wanted to be an astronaut, so we'll just make people that we like space pilots, because then they just get to fly in space. All right, so we are gonna wait until they're taking care of this, because again we put this at 7. We want them to take care of the food. How many is that? How many did we get there? 38. Okay, so we got 38 divided by 5. That would give us 5 and a quarter duplicates, which we have right now. So 5 and a little bit more. So that's exactly what we're looking for. We might have to go another row of food, but again, once we get our water tank going, we'll actually get some bristle blossoms, I think, going underneath this printing pod over here. It gives off a little bit of light. So we might use that for, you can either use that for the research. So it's kind of funny. If you look at the light, 2 spaces are right here, right? So that's perfect for the research station, and the supercomputer actually has 3, so there's 3 right there. So you can actually bring everything up here down 1 if you want to use this. I don't know why I don't. I just like the printing pod here. I actually want to build a gym on this side as well for later duplicates. And come on, y'all. We're going to put this up at a higher priority. I'm getting impatient now. See, but again, this is where all the carbon dioxide is going to go, so they can't... Well, like, they should be able to breathe. They should be fine. And then all of these... Oh, my gosh. All of our hatches right there might actually drown in the water. I don't know. We got here 6, 12, 18. Add another 5. 23. It might not. It actually might not. This might not be enough water to actually drown it. We're not going to do this right now. We're actually going to... We'll put this water into here. What? Who's trapped? Oh my gosh, you. Tidy. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. P7. They will try and die. I don't know what it is about duplicates, but is that carbon? Is that chlorine? Where did you come from? Chlorine? Where'd you come from? Oh, I guess a little chlorine. I guess there's a little pocket or something right in there I missed. That's all right. Chlorine, whatever. It's actually below our base here, too, so you better have gotten out of there. Okay. You freaking duplicates. All right, so we're going to let them finish that off. Now that they finished that off, we can dig this out. And we will finish it off with some insulated tiles. God, that looks so ugly. Oh, well. And then we can actually dig out this. What? You got yourself trapped. Oh, shit. You're dead. Okay. This thing needs to be built, like, now. Schedule. Yeah, we got 2 people on there. See? We didn't do the new schedules for these guys either. Oh, that's my bad. So there should be people... crap. They're, like, going to sleep now, too. Rancher's out. I do like to try and not go back, but if he dies, I am going back, so it's fine. And then, let me get on the schedule here, too. I need to move Tidy down to here. And who's that operator? I need y'all... Sorry, y'all. I need y'all to wake up and build this. Rancher, you gonna be my hero? Can you be my hero, baby? No, you just fucked yourself now. He just built right there. Nope, you're dead now. He just died because of that. We're going back. 14. See, like I said, I don't mind going backwards if we ever reach. I can't believe he got himself stuck down there. What an idiot. What an idiot duplicate. Oh, well. Okay, let's see if that will not happen again. All right, y'all are making this down here. We got the 7s on there. We didn't really do anything that day anyway. Y'all got yourself stuck down here before, too. We're just going to watch and just double-check and make sure. Stupid, stupid duplicates. Come over this way. We want you to build this. Don't build that. Build this here. Now... That's how they got down here, to build that. We want this... We'll cancel those. Cancel those digs right now. We'll bring the water in. Oh my gosh. Duplicates. It's user error. Dig, why can't you get out of here? What are you doing now, Dig 1? Why are you not in bed? Are you a narcoleptic? Are you not a narcoleptic? You're just exhausted. What? The schedules. Thank you. It's schedules. Hang on. We're just gonna fix this real quick. All right. It's gonna be annoying, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay. You operator. You Tidy. Thank you. I don't know why Dig is sleeping there. He can definitely get back up. There's 2. They can get back up that way. Yeah, Tidy's getting there. Fine. You guys are fine. You're exhausted though. My goodness. I didn't know it'd be that harsh for you. Okay. Whatever. Just finish this. Okay. All right, operator, let's get you into second operation research. We can get you into field research. That's fine. We'll just give you a +2 in science. Again, we're waiting around for a rancher who is almost there. Almost there. Start building some ranches. Maybe we'll go this way with it, get all this water out of here. Yeah, I think we're going to do a couple down here. next to our water basin. We want to kill all of those animals in there. I do apologize, Mr. Spock, if you are a purist and you do not like people who roll back. Oh my gosh, you know what, too? I have to run an ad. I'm so sorry. I have to play a 90-second ad, so I get 30 minutes of ad-free gaming. I'm so sorry. This is what Twitch requires. It requires you to play an ad. I hate it before if you just jump into here on the stream. I'd rather talk to you guys about it. I don't make no money off of this. You probably know how it all works. I'm going to play a 90-second ad real quick. We're not actually going to do... well, we might let them just finish up this tank right here, but we're not actually going to do anything other than putting these priorities at 9, because this needs to get emptied very badly. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to play this ad, and we're going to finish up the tank, and then we'll let that duplicate do that right there. I'm so sorry. I'll be back in 90 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. I am going to stop it. Excuse me, 2 seconds. Okay. I don't want you to miss that. I don't want him to miss that. I don't want him to miss that. I don't want him to miss that. Terrible. Excuse me. Welcome back. Thank you so much. So we had something happen. So we had this got fixed, so that's not a problem. We're still finishing up with that. That's not a problem. Go. Okay, what actually is going on is the printing pod. I didn't want y'all to miss the printing pod, so we are going to check it out right this second. Let's see what we got. Printing pod, I didn't even look at it either. Farming, research supplying, that's not bad. Building impaired, ugh. Decrease construction, so just can't do it as much. And slow learner, ugh. Can't do attacking. Kitchen menace, are you not a kitchen? Farming, I don't want you. Farming, I don't want you. Shine nymph eggs, we could take that if we want to do a shine nymph farm for some radiation, but again, I don't. I don't want to do that. I got enough radiation coming in. We got enough radiation coming in. Okay, rancher, how you doing? Critter ranching, ready to go. We got dig 1. Tidy. Let's get our tidy going too. So basically the 4 things you can do are improve carrying for +2 strength, and then improve strength, +2 strength, and +2 strength. So you basically get them up to +400, +800, and then +2 and +2. So it goes up 400 kilograms every time. So you get them up to like 1,200. So it's they can start to carry a lot of material. I mean, 12, it's a ton of material. So. Awesome. Hurry up and get this done so that the next thing that we can do is throw in the ranch here. So, I mean, we can start to do that. Let's see. 25, so it's going to be to that right there. So we got to throw in a brick right here. And then we could throw in some doors right here. So maybe throw in a tile, throw in a tile, throw in a tile. Excellent. I love it. Once we get this water done, the next thing we're going to work on is getting the plumbing up and running so that we don't have to worry about them coming through and having to do the outhouses anymore. And that's just that is a pain in the butt. So, all right. Let's see. Okay, so right there, that should be 25 with 1 tile filled in. Excellent. So if we go to our stations, we should have the grooming station now. We should have our food. And we are going to do... we are going to do the ranch that I think everybody kind of does. Well, the airflow tile, whatever. We'll throw that in right there. And we're going to throw in some tiles going across there. Perfect. Excellent. So that'll fill in those tiles so that the hatches can't actually dig in like they do at night. So they kind of bury themselves at night. We don't want them doing that. We want them eating and stuff like that. Okay, so our research is complete. That is excellent. I think the next thing I want is this fire pole, and that'll give us the rock crusher as well, because we went for the big batteries. And so what we can do is we can actually deconstruct these 2 batteries up here, and we can replace it with this jumbo battery. So each one of these batteries... What? Who is suffocating? Gosh. This is insane. Get across. Okay. Gosh, man. So what's going to happen here is these hold 10 kilojoules each, and that's not a lot. So we're going to come up with the power. This actually holds 40 kilojoules, so double the amount that the 2 could do by itself, and I want that kind of at a 7. And also produces less heat than the 2 of those batteries together. So we're going to just switch that over to a jumbo battery. Let's get that up to 40 kilojoules. That'll hold all of this for a nice little while. How's our food doing? We are at 68,000 kilocalories, which is great. Our food is doing just wildly well over here. And all of that is pretty much protected by the abyssalite. So the abyssalite will hold off all of that heat on this side. That is wonderful, wonderful news. We'll continue to come up this way. We can actually bring this over. Love it. All right, nice little water tank that we got here. Please don't trap yourself. Gosh, please don't trap yourself here. Let's do this. What if we did this? We put these at 6s just to make those first, make those first, make this first, make this first. Make those while the dude is digging it out. Let's see if it works. Okay, we got 1 ladder. Excellent. We get another ladder? Nope. All right, so we got 1. Bill, tidy. Okay, tidy is definitely. Yes. Increased attributes. Excellent, excellent. We can get rid of all of that as well. They have not finished that. I put this up higher. So I wanted them to just finish this out, please. And the ranching, once we start the ranching, that's fine. We can actually come into here. We can go to our, what are they, hatches? We can actually do sandstone now, because there is another biome that has sandstone in it. So there's sandstone over here in this sandstone biome, which we can get plenty more sandstone. So we could start them off with that. We're eventually going to switch them over to sedimentary rock. We want to switch them over to stone hatches, and maybe get a couple smooth hatches going a little bit too. I know that smooth hatches are... I don't know. Some people like them. Some people don't like them. I really like them because they will convert metal ore to metal and no heat. You don't have to worry about the heat or anything like that. But they only do it at a 75% conversion rate, so I get why some people don't want to do that. Of course, the metal refinery does it at a 1-1 conversion rate, so it's just it's all a preference at that point, I do believe. Liquid reservoirs, the deodorizers. Let's see. Are we looking for anything? We are going to need some of these switches here, so let's get that going as well. Once we get all the water out of here, we're going to get power going down here, just so they don't have to do the manual generator the entire time. Once we get the power going, and once we get the water situated where we would like it, and I think we need to get super hard digging. I don't see any places that they can go out except for down. I really don't want to go down. That's the only place that there's granite. Everything, oh, right here too. Okay, so we might be able to get out right here. And if it's this biome, that would be fine with me. We'll come up. What? Who is just bombing? Let's see. Okay, so we got polluted oxygen. We got polluted liquid water too, so I can't tell. It looks like something is warm up here. Oh no. I don't know what is leaking in. This is still pretty cold down here, so that wouldn't be it. We'll see. We'll see if there's a geyser. There's some brine up here. Usually the geysers are in the colder biomes. They give off cold water on this asteroid. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Doctoring, operating, rocketry. Again, don't need any of that. Digging, operating, and cooking, but farts all the time. He gives off natural gas. Man, we are kind of getting screwed over here. I don't want any ice right at this particular point either, because we're gonna put some ice down in here. But we don't have to worry about that right now. Man, our duplicates are just not looking good. And again, I'm not gonna get a duplicate if it's not looking good. Why would you do that? You don't have to. Okay, so our food is still getting placed down here. We're gonna wait till this gets finished off. Why is this unreachable? Why are y'all saying it's unreachable? If we open that, or if we lock that. That was weird. I don't know why they didn't think they could get past a pneumatic door. But anyway, it's open up now, and once they get that done, excellent. We can throw this onto hatches. We want hatch and hatchlings. We want 8 of them. We can get 8 in this room. Again, if we come to our overlay, we can see that it is a stable. And so what we're looking at here is a stable is 96 tiles, right? So that's 24 tiles. But the reason we went 25 is because we actually block 1, 2, 3, and then an extra 4th one right here. So technically, like if we were to just take these and move them down here, they'd be blocking this, and so that would be a 24 by 4 tile. Instead, we just do it this way so that all of our hatches will show you. Copy that. We come over to here. They got the hatches. We're going to need our newly around rancher. Can we put them up to ranching? I think we can. Yep. Let's do it. And then tidy. So we want you supplying, storing, and tidying. We haven't come on to this a whole lot. We gotta remember once we get the new duplicate to do that. Okay. Starvation. Who is starving? Get out of here, tidy. Why are you having so much trouble? I see. They're having a little bit of it. So we'll give them each an extra downtime right at this second. They're having a little bit of trouble getting, I guess, from like here to here. And all our food is right here. So whatever. We'll give them an extra thing. We're going to knock them up to 4 once we actually get out of our base anyway. So it's not like we're starving for duplicate approval right now. But an electrolyzer, we are going to need that. I do want to upgrade. So actually, let's go right here. We do want to upgrade this. Now that it looks like we actually have this completed a little bit. Honestly, what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct these 2. Actually, let's deconstruct these 3. Just go bunk. All that water just flow right in. I honestly hate pumping water, so if I ever don't have to pump water, it looks like we're going to have to, well, might be able to delete these ones over here. And then this one, we're just going to go straight down here. We'll just let those 2 go. And there's a little bit of water up here. Gosh, that might be pumped, but... I mean, maybe we could fill those in. We could deconstruct that, let it fall down into here, and then roll it on in here. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We're just going to get all of our water in here. As we're doing that, we can actually... a couple of these. Stop sleeping here. I know he's the one who didn't actually get the 3rd one, so it kind of is a bummer. Are you serious? I got that one done already. Holy cow. That was like super fast. Okay, so as you can see, the research is starting to just go right now. I think we're just gonna get this one done as well. Right now, we basically have everything that we need to start out. Okay, you guys are such idiots. Don't you pee over there. Don't you pee over there. You're gonna pee right in my water. Thank you. They were literally right over the water. Literally right over it. I was just like, they're just going to pee in it, and it's going to be a good day. This water tank has been a little bit of a challenge. It's you find these challenges and it's weird that like they just keep getting themselves trapped and then like why is this ladder not there? I don't know why that one's not there. What? Why does that keep happening? All right, research good. You know what? F it. F it. F it. We'll just give him the fourth one right this second. I am sick and tired of hearing that noise. F it. F it. Y'all get 4. Enjoy it. Don't beep beep at me again. Okay. All right, we got the water that's coming down in here now. Now we can actually... Let's... deconstruct these here. Then we'll deconstruct these ones up here, and then we'll just get rid of this. I want to do this one first, and it'll just spill out into here. Can we also get somebody to mop that up as well, please? Thank you. Thank you, duplicants, for mopping it all up. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. You're gonna fall. Chili? What are you... Chili? What? He just gave the cold reaction. What is happening with this game right now? Why is it acting like this? It's acting very odd. Researching, tidying, digging. We got a tidy already. We got a dig already. A farming, a doctor. What we're really looking for is a cook. That'll get us up to 6. And then a builder. We really want a builder. That'll give us up to 7. So we're, again, not going to take any of these duplicants. And unfortunately, just not getting good prospects here. Alright, get rid of that. Yep, all that water should come down into there. Perfect, thank you guys. Great. Y'all are just doing excellent. You guys, I complain about you a lot. Actually, what we're going to do here is we're going to dig up this way. Aha! Alright. Actually, so stop mopping that up. They're just going to have to do it all over again. Stop mopping that up. Let the water flow. Let the river flow. No, stop. That was... I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but whenever it just catches itself almost a little bit and just dig. Dig command goes straight across. All right. So we got this water flowing down. Perfect. All right. What do we got? One more. One more. It's just right up here. Ugh. Might handle this one later. I might take care of that a little on later down the road. And then we can actually extend our ladder on now. Yay. Let's get it down to the base. Let's get it down to the bottom of the space. Start getting some power going, man. We need a oh, no. Hold on. Mop everything up, please. I don't want water getting down there and goodness gracious not being able to do anything with that. Duplicants. All right. So we're extending the ladder on down here. We're mopping this up right here. That means that we're actually going to close this up here because now they have a place to get out. Okay, so now after we got the water tank is usually the one that just takes the most time because it is pretty big. Come on. Thank you. And then if we put one here, if we put a couple things here, then build this over, we might be able to get this to leak down into here. Do it. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Nobody better be down here. Don't you mop this. Don't you mop this. Don't make me duplicants. I told him to do it, and then I tell him not to do it. Get it? You get it? All right, duplicant skill. Let's see what we got. Operator. Boom. He is moving right up along to Megatronics Engineer. That is great. Our researcher is doing very well as well. Material study terminal or the telescope. We don't actually have a use for either one of those two right now. This one will give him a +2 in science, so we definitely want him to do that. And then tidy. That means we got we'll come down here for plumbing. That means we got a colony achievement. Let's see some of these achievements that we got. I'm not really going for achievements or anything like that, but what do we got? To pay the bills. Okay. Oh, get that decked out. What was that one? Bed and bath. Oh my god. Bed and bath have at least one toilet in the colony for every... Okay, perfect. Outdoor renovations. Build one out of the initial starting biome. I don't think we did that, but maybe we... I don't know. I don't know where they consider out of the starting biome. Whatever. GG's. GG's on the accomplishments around here, duplicants. You guys are just doing so good. You guys are just killing it. I want this Atmos suit here. My gosh, we are wrecking research right now. Go to here. I want this power transformer before we actually start getting into some power. We're going to come down this way. And let's see. We'll allow duplicants to build up this way. We don't really need you built. And then, yeah, they can dig into that. Okay, awesome. What I didn't do, and this is dumb of me, I didn't actually start rounding up any of these critters. Let's go. Not you. Got any laying around? We got any hiding? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I think a lot of them died in the massacre of here. I think a lot of them died. Sage hatchling. Ugh. Who wants a sage hatch? That is sage hatch. I guess they're all right. Okay, it's coal. I thought that was slime for a second, and I was like, there's no possible way slime got in the base. Like, no way. It can over here, though, so we got to watch out for that. The only one I've seen around the base, though. A little chlorine getting in here. I'll show you chlorine. Okay. Oh, shoot. You know what I did wrong? That just needs to be auto. They can actually get out of the ranch and then scoop them all back up. Thank you. What do we got in here? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 8. We'll take that all day. Okay, so basically what happens is the guy comes over. He grooms them. They get this groom thing. He's already tame. That's awesome. But they're wild, so their wildness will go down as they get more tame. So, and then once they get tame, they start producing a ton of eggs, and the eggs are what we're actually looking for here. Okay, we want to just water pitcher pump, excellent. And then we'll actually get this liquid pump right here. Excuse me. Yeah, can someone get that, please? Oh, God. Can someone please now? Thank you. These duplicants, man. Anybody got to use the toilet that didn't use the toilet? Anybody? No? Okay. Okay, so we got this all set up. It looks like it will... Perfect. Excellent. Let's go into here. We'll just dig it out. All the water will come down this way, fall down here, fall into here. Should be good to go. All right. Rocketry. Researching. Building. That was one that we were looking for. Germ resistant. We kind of got germs under control right now in an animal lover. That's so cute. That's adorable. We're going to take him. Let's go build. Of course, he has a 5 digging, so he's actually a better digger than he is a construction person. But we'll go build one. We're going to turn you into a builder. Yeah, so now we're going to come over to here. We're not going to forget about doing this. We're going to go to build. We're going to go to build. We're going to go to priorities. We're going to make sure that he does build. And then we are going to do a schedule. And we're going to put him on a new schedule down here. Thank you. And just take 4 downtime. Just do it. Build it. Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Well, we did the priority. We did the priority. Okay, just making sure. This is great. This is awesome. So now we got a dedicated builder in the colony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll get into here. Okay, water's flowing down. Water's flowing down. They'll have a couple soggy things. That's okay, but at least the water's getting into the tank. And after that water's in the tank, I think we have completed all of the water from the starting biome, which is great. It means we can dig the whole thing out now. We don't really have to worry about water or any of the water's going. So start doing that. Come down this way. Let's throw in some ladders here, and then let's throw in some ladders down here as well, and then we will mop that up. Because if it falls into the pit, it truly doesn't matter. This like holds on to water. It's like very interesting how the fluids work, because like this right here, there's only allowed to be either a liquid or a gas in a space, right? So there can be solid and all the other stuff, but only a liquid, only a gas. So you can actually make locks, like liquid locks, out of the water and stuff, which we're gonna do to bust out of our base. We're actually going to make some liquid locks. We're going to use those to get out of the base, but For right now, just letting that water flow back on in here. We are just digging out the base. We do want to put in... Okay, research is done. We were on top of it that time. We're gonna... Don't worry about that. I'll worry about that. Automatic dispensers. And again, this conveyor loader. This is... We definitely want this stuff here. We definitely want that stuff there. Let's actually get this liquid reservoir. And actually, let's go one more over to the radiant pipe. We do want the radiant pipe, so we do want this gas reservoir too. We're gonna need that to make our SPOM, and we have the stuff that we need to make our power generator for right this second. It'll be a little bit efficient. We're not gonna we're not, you know. I think we can deconstruct these too. We're just gonna wait for the water to come on into here. Cycle 26, and again, our starting base is looking absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. How are we doing up here? I usually like to start the mopping process because that's a lot of water for them to have to actually dig up still. It just goes a little slow for my liking. Hey, we need you. Why are you not in here? How many do we have in here? 5. Still 5. Okay. Any other ones? Any other ones? I heard you. I hear you. Where are you coming out of? I don't see any of you. Okay. Just that one then. That'll get us up to 6, and that'll be fine. So the hatches here, they actually eat whatever you give them. So they eat the sandstone, or they eat, you know what I actually want, and they'll replace it with the coal. They might actually, they can eat like the copper ore and stuff like that too. And I don't want them to eat that copper ore. So maybe we'll just get it out of there for right this second. They also produce eggs, and the eggs count as a critter as well, and so it's kind of annoying. To start off everything, you do kind of have to micromanage it, but once you do get the Megatronic Engineer, then we can set it up to automatically get rid of the eggs out of there. Okay, can we mop this up yet? Yes. And before we actually mop that up, let's... Yeah. Mop this up. Look at you guys, hard at work. Perfect. You guys are just crushing it. This colony, it started off a little rocky, but this colony is doing very, very well right now. I'm digging it. Okay, get rid of all this water here, please. We can actually deconstruct this tile. We can deconstruct these two things. We can deconstruct you. Get rid of you. Excellent. Still gonna need you. Okay, still gonna need that one piece of sandstone. And then, I think what I'm going to do for my duplicants, I'm actually going to put in a fire pole going up and down. I'm going to give them, I'm going to hook them up with a little bit of happiness. You know, if it's fun to go up and down the fire pole, then you guys go right ahead. So let's throw that in there. It actually gets them up, gets them down a whole lot quicker than actually using the ladder. What do we got here? Our ranchers. We can get our ranching up to 2. That is perfect. Excellent. Duplicate. Let's see what we got. We are looking for... we got our builder. We're looking for a cook. That's what we're looking for. Nothing. Bristleberries. Go ahead. More calories. That's good. 78,000 calories. We're doing fine with our calories right this second. Okay, so we got that done. We need to mop this up as well. What do you mean you can't get to it? Why can't you get... Oh, because it's 3 tiles high. Dig that out for me, please. You don't have to mop it. Just dig it. Thank you. Okay, we can get rid of you, mop you up. All right. What we can also do is... almost get ready for, like, another hatch farm. We're going to throw in some tiles right there. This is sand. I just don't want it to fall and ruin this being a stable right this second. What do we got? Another duplicate skill. Dig. Okay, dig. Super hard digging. He can get us Obsidian and diamond now. All right. No obsidian and diamond anywhere. I don't think. No, not anywhere. I see. Oh, there it is. All right. The cool salt slush geyser. We did find it. That is great. And actually, that is falling down pretty far. That's going to get us a lot. But it emits brine at 14 degrees. So it is very, very cold brine, which is fine with us. We're fine. Anytime you can get some cooling in the game itself, take it. Very good. Okay, so here we can see an hatchling egg, and that does make us have 8 critters, so we're going to have to do something with these. Let's just get a storage. We didn't get that. Okay, let's get the storage bin until we get the... There's the automatic dispenser that we normally put in there, but for right now. All right, research is done on our power. We're going to go after the liquid stuff. The same thing for just the liquid side. So thermosensors and shit like that. We're going to need all of that to tame this geyser up here. So, and it's actually kind of nice. This is insane. Except for right here. The abyssalite, I was going to say the abyssalite is actually covering this entire geyser, so we might actually just keep it, right? But these 3 tiles right here will actually leak some of that chill, so you can see that they are leaking it right now. So it's 55 to 66, coming over to here, 76, so it's actually stifling, the body temperature of the pinch of pepper. So we need to cover that up right there, but it does look like we can actually use that as just a natural tank, which I find absolutely hysterical. You are going to need to be eggs, please. Thank you. And then, that's micromanaging. Okay, we're going to need to sweep you up. And it looks like there's 2. Looks like there's 2 eggs. So an egg there. They'll bring them up to there. Perfect. And now, that makes it look like it is 6 critters. So, excellent. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted to do. All right, taking care of that meal lice. We have pretty much everything good. Trying to think of what we can do here. Water. Okay, so we're going to need to get our plumbing power. That's what we were looking to do. Power. Okay, so let's get this power going a little bit. You out. Now that we got these mesh tiles, I actually like these mesh tiles. It lets liquid and air go through it, as opposed to the airflow tile, which only allows air to go through it. It doesn't allow liquid to go through it, so I do like just doing the mesh tiles before. Guys are not suffocating. Stop it. We have so much oxygen in this base. There's so much oxygen. Look at this. Look at this. So much oxygen. I mean, I know that the carbon dioxide's sinking down here, but man, we have a ton. Honest to goodness, we can actually put in some airflow tiles like here. And so what we're going to do here is we are going to... Let's see what we got here. If we go power, we can do the coal generators now, and we can actually throw 1, 2... We could throw 2 of them in there, and that's going to create 1,200 watts of power. So basically, what we're going to do here is 600, 600, 1,200. So we're going to regulate the power that is coming through, and the way that we're going to do this is we want refinement. We're going to have to put a rock crusher down. So let's throw the rock crusher right here. We're going to throw down a tile right here. We're also going to... get some power going. We're actually going to get a jumbo battery. We're going to switch this out for the smart battery, but we do need a jumbo battery right this second. We're going to lose a little bit of power, but we need this rock crusher to crush us up some rock, and I don't want to actually have to do it from the manual generator, so we're going to lose a little bit of power efficiency, and we're also going to lose a little bit of the kilojoules themselves whenever we get rid of this battery. But right now... So, okay. Perfect. You're not hooked up to power. Why not? Oh. somebody finish that. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to take copper to copper ore. Now, this is very inefficient, so we're going to put in 100 kilograms of copper. We're only going to get out 50 kilograms of... we're going to put in copper ore. We're going to get out refined copper. Now, we do need the refined stuff for the things like smart battery. We're also going to need a little bit for automation. The smart battery right now is... What are we looking at? 200 kilograms. So basically, we would have to crush up. If we're going to get 50 out of each one, we'd have to put in 4, and then a couple for the... we're going to put in a couple for the automation wires and stuff like that are going to go in. So we're just going to do 10 real quick. And once we get that, we can actually get our power system going, because what the next thing that we're going to want to do is to use this power transformer. And this power transformer is only going to allow 1,000 watts of power to go through it. The reason that that's important is because we're going to have way more than 1,000 watts of power being drawn in by everything that we use around here, right? And so, like, this is 240, this is 180, 60, 120, 10. 10. We're going to eventually get to a point where everything is going to be higher than 1,000, but we still only want 1,000 watts of power going through our line, and that's where this power transformer comes in. The power transformer will only allow 1,000 watts of power to go through it. We're not at the smart battery yet. Oh. Yes, we just got it. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to deconstruct the jumbo battery. Perfect. We're going to take our power. We're going to come into here, and that's where we're losing the power. So that was filled up with 40 kilojoules of power. We lose that 40 kilojoules of power, but I am willing to do it in the name of automation. Okay, so we just got more automation, so we're going to take the automation wire. You can see here, you can see in the automation tab. So a lot of people get confused about like how power works and how automation works. You can see in the tabs exactly what's going on. So it sends a green signal when the battery is less than the low threshold until a high threshold is reached again. So basically, we're going to attach the output to the input. So we actually want those to hit these coal generators, right? And we want to tell the coal generators to only turn on when this smart battery, again, hits the high threshold. Remember, it sends a green signal when the low threshold is charged until it hits the high threshold again, right? So we want this to be at, let's just say, 95. Now, when it hits, let's just do 75, right? So if we do 70, so when this battery hits 75% of power, it's going to tell our coal generators to turn on. When it gets filled up to 95, it's going to tell them to turn off. So once it hits 95, it should send out a red signal that will then go to these coal generators, which again will turn them off. And this is going to save us a crap ton of coal. Oh, you made this day a special day just by being you, King Giordano. We're playing Oxygen. I talk about this game all the time with you guys, and so we're playing it right now. This is actually the very beginning parts of the game, so we're at cycle 31 right now. We do have the speed mod on, so it's going to go a little bit faster than it normally goes. Farming, building farming. We're looking for a cook. We don't want any of that. Snazzy suits we are going to take, okay? So these actually allow our duplicates to look good. So we're going to give this to Dig. So we need Dig is going to go out here, is going to be in all the trenches, just digging out this entire asteroid for us. Is that a Fred Rogers quote? That is so adorable. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. You know what? I have to do a commercial. Oh my god, that half hour went so fast. I am so sorry about this. I have to do a commercial because Twitch requires it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm actually going to just let the game sit here. I'm actually going to go to the bathroom. I am going to I'm going to fill up my water bottle. I got my big ass water bottle right here. Please excuse me for a minute and 30. I don't make any money from this. It's just something that Twitch requires, and I'd rather do it ourselves so that we can stop everything so that you guys don't miss any of the action, and the people that are coming into the stream for the first time, they don't get hit with that weird ad at the beginning. So I'm so sorry. 90 seconds. We'll be right back, and then we get a half hour of ad-free gaming. Love it. But not for King. No, you are a subscriber. Not for the subscribers either. So if you're a subscriber, you don't get hit with the ad. So I do have to pee though. So excuse me 1 second. This is ad-free content, so you guys, you get the swearing, you get the behind-the-scenes going on. I'm gonna go piss. I'm so sorry if y'all came back and I wasn't here. I'm sorry. Where are we at here? 17 on my counter, but sometimes you get the 90 seconds. Sometimes you don't get the 90 seconds. I'm sorry. I ran out to do some laundry, and I don't want to be that guy, but somebody got some in. I live in an apartment building, and we have a communal laundry thing, right? And someone has it in there right now. It's been in there all day. I'm waiting around for it. Come on. If. All right, we're gonna also get rid of conveyor loaders. We're just rocking through the research right now. We don't necessarily need any of the fossil fuels or anything like that. Plastic manufacturing. We're doing just fine. We got our water tank going. We got our food going. I do want to get this water tank actually up and going. I want to switch over our bathrooms here as well. Let's finish this up. We have to finish up our power. So we do have to put a power transformer on, and so what we're going to do is throw it down right here. Now, I use 2 mods. I mentioned this at the top of the stream. I'm using 2 mods, and the first one is this speed mod that is up here right here. The second one that I'm using is these things called pliers. Now, pliers I do feel like should just be in the game normally, but what they do is, okay, so like you can see these squares, right? And so normally if you wanted to disconnect this wire from this wire right here, you'd have to come in, you'd have to deconstruct this wire, build it again, and then have it run up into here. And I'll show you what's going to happen, right? But because we're using these plier tools, it actually does that for you. So it actually snaps that off the line. You don't have to deconstruct this wire right here. And I don't know why they don't have them in the game normally, but it's just very odd. Okay, so we're building our power transformer right now. Boom, excellent. Let's get some power going up into here. So now, as you can see, we don't want these two to be connected. That's where the pliers came in. They just disconnected those two. We want this to be connected into this one. So now, what is happening is the coal generators are generating 1,200 watts of power. That is going into the smart battery, which then tells them to turn off and stop using the coal, right? So it'll only recharge when it hits 75. That wire is coming up into our power transformer, which only allows 1,000 joules. If you can see the power available, 1,000 joules. And so from this line here, only 1,000 joules will be allowed. So you can connect as many things as you want to this line right here. You're just like, some things will stop, so it only allows 1,000 joules. So if you start going past 1,000 joules, it's going to stop something so it can power something else. And so that's why it's not a perfect solution. It is good for the beginning of the game. Like, you're never going to have everything going at the exact same time, right? Like, so this supercomputer is hooked up to this line, but it's actually, he can only use one at a time. So he can only draw either 120 or 60. He's not drawing a total of 180, right? And so, but now we do need to get this jumbo battery off of here, because this has 40 kilojoules, and it will allow all 40 kilojoules to be drawn from it at any time that it wants, right? And so if you have like a battery on this line or something that allows more than the 1 joule that this allows, it will allow that power to go, and so you'll see frayed wires and stuff like that. So we're going to have to get this jumbo battery off of our line. We want the manual generator off of the line as well, because this actually generates 400, well, it generates 400 watts of power, but technically all that would happen is it would go into, well, it would allow anything that wanted 400 things of power to actually draw it, right? Like, it would allow that to do that, and then that might fray some wires. So this would allow 1,000, that would allow 400. So again, technically 1,400 watts of power is allowed to be drawn from the line, and so that's where everybody kind of gets stuck, right? They don't really understand the power aspect of it. And all I'm saying is these power transformers are just going to save your life, right? You never have to think about it now. So you can attach everything to this 1,000 wires. It's just going to draw it where it needs it. So again, you don't really have to think about that. Okay, so our whole power setup is set up right now. We got them off of the manual power. If there's a battery behind the transformer, the wire can still break. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if the battery is on the other side, it can draw that 40 kilowatts of power anytime that it wants to. And since the line can only hold 1,000 watts of power, anytime it goes over that 1,000 watts, 40 kilojoules will let it go through. It's going to screw it up. Crap, I forgot my coffee. coffee's empty. That's why I forgot my coffee. It's because it's empty. Oh, you just... Mr. Spock, you're hilarious. Mr. Spock from Germany, all the way from Germany. You're like my favorite. If people don't want ADS, just download Firefox and then download Unblock Origin ad-free viewing. Is that really right? Is that really right? Is that true, Kingo? I'm going to allow that because you're a moderator. Okay, so now that we have our power situated, I want to get the plumbing going. So now we can draw watts from this line. And it looks like yeah, it's going to have to be ugly. But again, this is a temporary solution, but this is going to draw 240 watts of power. This is a temporary solution. We are going to make our power grid much better once we get radiation. I want to get into radiation. I want to get all that power going. And so for right now, we're probably just going to use that. All right, let's speed this up just a tiny bit. Let's get this going down to here. While that's going, we do want the liquid pump. And we're just going to use the regular liquid pump. We don't want insulated pump or anything like that because this water should be chilled. I mean, it's not cold right now at 74 degrees, but we are going to put some ice into here, and that should really chill down that water. And we actually want that chill to spread. We want that to spread through our base. So we're going to come up this way with it. We're going to come up here. We're going to come all the way up here if need be. If these start stifling from any kind of heat, we're going to take this pipe and we're going to run right around through it, okay? Because again, entropy it's not in the game. There is no law of entropy. So you can actually delete heat. You can get rid of it from the game. And the way that you do that is by taking something that has a higher weight to it, right? So liquid has a higher weight than oxygen. And so more heat can be held in the liquid than in the gas. And so if you have chilled water, all that chilled water can actually chill down your base. It'll override. It'll delete some of the heat that's in the gas. So again, we're just going to go regular piping for right now. We're going to come to our food. We're going to go to hydroponic. I want you 1, 2, 3. I want 5 bristle blossoms right down here, and I want it as a treat for my duplicates. I don't know. I like treating my duplicates good. Yes, no ads, nowhere. Good. I'm glad. If you don't get the ad, I'm super happy about that too. That's great. I hate that I even have to do it. I hate that they throw ads like I guess technically I like controlling the ads, so like if somebody jumps in, they're not hit with that ad. But then again, you know, do you actually want to play ads every half hour? That seems to be the issue. So we're going to plant those into there, and again, the light from our printing pod will actually light these bristle blossoms. So it's basically free light that we're about to get here. Okay, so we're going to let them finish up with that. Get these things going. And once that is going, I'm honestly feeling comfortable enough to, like, leave the base. We have more than enough things to get out of this base. We know that this cool salt slush geyser is there, so we might come here. I like to leave a long space getting out of the base because we're eventually going to want to put Atmos suits in, and we're going to want our duplicates to jump into an Atmos suit before they actually come out of here. Look at the end of the... this is the end, right here. This is the end of the asteroid. This is the neutronium. So if we come out here, we can build a ladder going up and down. So this will be an up and down right here, up and down right here, and then... usually I like to come, you know, all the way across over this way, but it probably is going to end right here. It looked, this is how close it is to the edge over here. I can only imagine how close it is. And I told you, it was a weird shape to begin with. It's like a hamburger rather than like a circle. It's a weird shape. We have a ton of space in our starting biome. Anyway, let's see. I should stop pausing it. See, that's the issue. I always pause it too whenever I'm going really fast, so... All right, let's get that going. While that's going, we can honestly get rid of these two things. I want to... I want to put in a... No. I want to put in a wash station. Where are you? Medicine. Thank you. Sink. Thank you. I couldn't remember where it was. All right, we're going to put in a sink right here. We're going to put in a outhouse right here. Or not an outhouse, an actual laboratory right here. So if we come to plumbing, we're going to go to lavatory. We're going to throw that down right here. We're also going to need to, and unfortunately, that is going to put a little bit of material into here. We got to get that stuff out of there. What are we doing with our research right now? Where we at? Yeah, we wanted to solve the transport. We were waiting around for that. I want to get into, gotta get into, yeah, we got the automatic dispensary here. So if we can deconstruct this. Actually, I don't know why. I just like the automatic dispensary just a little bit better. And I'm not sure why. I really am not sure why. I just do. And again, this is where that priority thing comes in. So they're all hanging out right here, and so they're getting this done right here. But again, I want to get... Yeah, the thing about the game is just the management, and so you want to make sure you get projects finished before you move on to the next one. See, like right now, that's already ready to go, and I haven't even completed that one. I did want to get this up here, though, honestly, because we're going to have to go through all of this. I don't want, like, clothing. I don't want, like... oxalite. Our coal is going to go someplace different as well. Critter eggs, we are going to need those to be filtered out. We can throw dirt in there, sand in there, metal ore, we can throw it in there, whatever, abyssalite, we can throw it in there. Organic, see, this is, again, I don't want, like, rot pile or polluted dirt in there. We can throw some algae and eggshells in there, that's fine. Raw material, all that can go in here. Refined material, yeah, whatever. And then seeds can go in there, too. Okay, so now that we have, like, this ready to go, we do set it to sweep only, and then we do put it, well, we keep it at a 5. And then what happens is, so whenever we need, we just sweep out this right here. It's just to stop them from always sweeping. Now, we are going to clean out this base. Like, we really, really are going to clean out this base. The coal, by the way, is going down here. So if we take a storage bin, we can throw that down here. Thank you, duplicants, and we can do consumable ore and then coal. And then again, we can do sweep only, but we're not going to do sweep only for this storage bin because it can hold 20,000 kilograms. So we want it to fill up. We want them to fill that bad boy up with coal. We want coal being around here, and we're going to need to get to shipping and stuff like that, but we don't have a duplicant who can actually build that stuff yet. We're still waiting around on our operator, almost up to that next level, and then we need one more after that. So we're waiting around for 2 more levels, and once he gets to that Megatronic engineer, we can start building all of the rail systems and stuff so that we don't have to manually come down here and fill up these coal generators like while they're filling up this storage bin right now. But when this needs coal, a duplicant has to come down here. I just like to put the coal near the coal generators because they come down here, grab some coal, throw it in these generators. We don't want them to have to do that, and so we're going to get all of this automated. Okay, so it looks like our bristle blossoms are going right now. Excellent. So we have some water coming up this way. It is chilling down that area. It's hitting our bristle blossoms, and it's 76 degrees. These are a little temperamental. They will, at 86, they will start to stiffen. So you really need to watch the heat with these bristle blossoms. But with that completed, we can also put in the plumbing for our bathrooms. And so we're going to come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. We're going to go, yeah, come out. Okay, so all of the crappy water, we want to come together, and we want it, we're going to hit up automatic door here. We want this liquid reservoir, and I would like this refinement, this water sieve. So basically, what's going to happen is, we're going to have all the polluted water coming out of these pipes. We're going to dump it into this reservoir. It's going to come out. It's going to hit this this sieve. It's going to come out of the sieve, and it's going to repopulate. It's going to put all of that water back into our system. So this is a completely closed loop. Now, the only issue with this is the duplicants will produce more polluted water than regular water, right? So you're going to have an overabundance of polluted water. One of the things that we like to do with that is we're going to take the excess polluted water and we're going to throw it into thimble reeds. We're going to throw it into something that can actually, that needs polluted water to grow. And so that, again, will be a closed system. So then the thimble reeds will get rid of the excess water. We'll again, put an automation system onto this liquid reservoir to where every time it gets to a certain point, we want water to be able to go through pipes, and we'll get that all set up. But for right now, all right, looks like we got everything there. We also want plumbing. We're going to, let's connect it up to our line right here. We'll grab some fresh water from our tank down there. We're going to fill up everything in here. And once these two are ready to go, I'll be comfortable deleting some of these things. Okay. So right now, as you can see, these two are not connected. But again, this is why I love the pliers so much, is because I think they should just add it. You can already do it where they're not connected, and then you just do that, and they're connected. Like, it's not like you have to come in and build anything. They're just the squares there. So I don't get why you just can't undo it, right? Like, what's the point of allowing you to do that, but not allowing you to undo that? Anyway, that's why I don't consider it like cheating. Anyway, what we're going to do is plier that right there, okay? So we don't want it to actually come out. Again, this can get a little weird, too, where, like, plumbing and stuff. And whenever we start to really get into plumbing, we'll show you how, like, how you can actually use liquid bridges to direct the water where you want it to go, as far as like a direction that you want it to go before it'll go anywhere else, right? Like, it'll just strictly go through that liquid bridge, and then you can branch off from there. Anyway, what we're doing right now is we are putting normal water into our system. So this lavatory is ready to go. This sink is ready to go. Again, we can set it to right. And once those two are ready to go, we now feel comfortable. We have our plumbing ready to go as well. We can deconstruct these two. And yes, I do just do it one at a time. Okay, so as you can see, someone used it. Someone used the water, and the water is coming into here, into the system, into here, and it'll come out right here. But we actually don't need any more water. I think we should be good. We can undo that, and that'll start drawing in water from here. These will dissipate, and once they do, we can get rid of those pipes right there. Okay, so they're using the sink. That's what they're using. Okay, so you can see the polluted water is now coming out, coming into our tank, getting ready to go through the sieve. Now, there are food poisoning germs on there, but for some reason the food poisoning on the clean water does not affect their ability to, like, wash their hands or use the lavatory. So we're using an exploit here as well, but it's whatever, you know. It's one of those quirky little things in Oxygen Not Included where yeah, there technically are food poisoning germs in the water, but it doesn't seem to do anything, right? So we're going to go one and one more. Deconstruct and deconstruct. We also have a printing pod. We missed this one. A cook. Biohazard, and it can't do medicine. That's fine. Operating farming. Farming isn't bad. So cooking, maybe we can have them do a little bit of farming to go with it. Okay, so let's take him as a cook one. Masterwork. So he has a masterwork. So he can actually do all of our artistry around here as well. Ranching, that's kind of nice too. Mouth breather, we wouldn't take him anyway. Okay, so we're going to take this guy as our cook one. So let's take him. We will come to the priorities as soon as he's in, and let's go cooking. And then what else did we want him to do a little bit? He was good at farming, so we'll just make him as a standard 1 at farming. If it needs done after getting the cooking done. We don't actually have anything going for our cook. We can, though. Let's get this done first. So again, I want to get this done first, and then we'll do this. Okay. Deconstruct. Oh shoot! You know what we didn't do? We didn't hook up any power. Okay, so this thing needs some power, and again, we're just hooking it up to that main line that's all connected through this 1,000 volt. It again, will stop some things if need be. But again, once your line gets backed up all the way to here, this pump is not using, it's basically doing it once. So you see, like, well, it did it before. Well, it did it before. Okay, so anyway, it uses it very little, so it's not like it's pumping all the time. We're not using our rock crusher right now, so we don't really have to worry about that. Anyway, did y'all get it? Y'all got it. Okay, perfect. These guys are just flying right now. This is great. Okay, and then we're going to go to medicine. Let's get a sink down here, and that should be... We need more water. We can honestly hook this back up into here. I think, though, we can do this. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And as it needs it, so it comes out as clean water, and as it needs it, it'll take it in. Excellent. You know what? Let's just do this. Watch this. Let's just do this. I don't want it to screw up. I don't want it to have one pipe that's not there, one that does. We already have the piping in there. Let's just fill it up real quick. Boom. Undo it right there. Excellent. We're right back to where we started. We will connect these, and we are ready to go. Okay, so now the entire system is primed and ready to go. So now they won't have to go to those washer. They won't have to go to the outhouses and do that plumbing thing. I don't know if you saw them doing that plumbing thing, but it was just, it's annoying. It takes a long time. It's something that they have to do, or they can't go to the bathroom. It's just... it's just a lot of work for them to do for not a lot of payoff to use a bathroom 15 times. So again, if you can get this up and going as early as possible, I would highly recommend that. Okay, so even the current potential load on there is 920. So we haven't even reached our 1,000 watt limit. Everything could draw power, and it would get power. So awesome. Awesome. Once we get our hatches going a little bit better, you know what I'm going to do here? I want another ranch. Why is there polluted water down here? Yeah, why are you there? Was there polluted water mixed in with regular water? I don't know. I can't remember. Rock Crusher. We got to get this out of here. So let me. I'm sorry. I didn't think about this. I want to get this over to here, and then I want to build another ranch down here. Maybe get another ranch right in here. The next thing that we're gonna have to do, and let's do this right this second, just so we don't forget about it. We're gonna do a carbon skimmer. We're gonna basically do the same exact setup, but with this carbon skimmer. So we are gonna want all of this carbon dioxide to get on out of here. And how we're gonna do this is we're gonna take all these tiles, boom, and then give me plumbing. Thank you very much. We'll do insulated pipes this time around. So it's going to come out as polluted oxygen, going to come into here. It's going to come back in as normal water and into the system. So again, we just have a little bit of a loop system going right here. We're going to need some power for both of these things. So we're going to come here and connect it to the grid. And again, it all has to be on this side of the transformer. So you can literally plug it in from anywhere out of this. You just don't connect anything into this side of your wire. You're going to be good. This is where all of the power is being drawn from, and again, it can draw from all of this. So any part of your wire outside of that area right there. Boom. Okay, so that should be good. We're going to need water down here as well. I mean, why not? These duplicates are working pretty hard, so let's just take the water, come down here, and yeah, we're just going to need to prime the system, that's all. Okay. Prime it with some water. Once you get a little bit of water in there, you don't really have to worry about anything else. The only thing you do have to worry about is filling it up too much with water, because if the system can't rotate, like if one side gets filled up too much and you can't actually block pipes, it will block things. But again, we're fine with this plier system. It's all good. And then what's going to happen is all the carbon dioxide that gets built up into here. Well, we want it right here. We're gonna open up this little area right here. All of the carbon dioxide is going to start making its way to the bottom right. And again, we're going to put in, I think, airflow tiles right here as well. And all of this right here will just get pushed down into our carbon skimmer. Our carbon skimmer, this bad boy is going to go at it's like 333 grams a second. It's like that thing puts out a crap ton. It eats a ton of carbon dioxide. It's kind of insane. And once we have that is basically the startup of our base. So 36 cycles in, we have the base that we are going to consider ready to go. Throw in some more food. We can always use some more food. Again, we're getting some excess calories from these bristle blossoms right here. Let's see our duplicate skills. We got an operator who's ready to go. We just need one more for him. Doing excellent. We'll do the build. We'll give them a +2 in construction. Our cook, yeah, we want them to use the grill. We'll actually set up a grill before we bust out of our main base as well. That shouldn't take too long. Research, again, astronomy. We don't need that right this second, so we're gonna hold off on that. And then this pipe emptying. And so basically, you now have access to this extract pipe content, and so you can basically put it on here. The duplicate that has that pipe skill will come over and extract the water. Now, unfortunately, it'll keep pumping water into this thing, so you will literally bottle up this entire thing if you don't cancel that once you get the material that you don't want in the pipe out. So sometimes, if polluted water got in here or something, you don't want to get in your system. You can do it that way. All right. Oh yeah, it's not connected down here. Actually, deconnect that for right this second. That's fine. And then wait till they get this going. This doesn't need any kind of automation or anything like that either. You just gotta kind of fill up the pipes. Nope. One more. There you go. Perfect. Okay. I don't know why normal water got in there, but okay. That shouldn't be a big deal. It should just be able to come into here. It'll just cycle itself around. No. Why is it going in through there? What is that? What is happening? Hold on. We may have just screwed all of that up. I don't know why it went out through here. That's really weird. Why is it coming out? Oh, shoot. I have it backwards. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. See, how about I played this one 1,500 hours? I still do things backwards, man. It's freaking insane. All right, now we're actually going to get to see this extract viper in action. We need to get rid of all of this water that's in there because I think that would stifle the system. I don't think it would actually be able to get through in a circle that way. So let's get rid of that water. We can honestly even get rid of, I want to say like this. Let's see. You could honestly deconstruct the pipes as well, and it would just drop the water on the ground here. Come on. Couple more. There you go. Oh, shoot. See, it's taking all of this water here. That's just hilarious. Okay. Come on. One more. Okay. Awesome. Excellent. Refinement. Thank you. Okay. In, out. That way. There we go. I thought I pushed the circle button on it. I must not have. But okay. Polluted water goes into the system, comes out as normal water. Excellent. Okay, so once they get that built, that should be ready to go. You can stop doing that. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Connect you back up. There we go. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Thank you. That was so hard. Okay. Once you get it going the right way, this will now just wreck all of the carbon dioxide that is ever going to come to the bottom of your base. And that's where all the carbon dioxide is going to go. So that should actually get rid of all of that. Perfect. Whew. Duplicates go. Research. Still on that one. Research. Speaking of research. About to bust out of the base. What are we going to need? Party line, stuff like that for the duplicates morale. We are going to eventually need this Atmos suit checkpoint. Let's just get it. We'll just get the Atmos suit checkpoint. We're not going to put that in for a second here. I am thinking about coming out right here. I think that this is going to be our... Let's get the heck out of here. We can do a nice little liquid lock right here. Come out this way. Build up. Build down. We can get to this water geyser. We can get to this geyser. We can check and see what that is. We can get to some more sandstone, and then we can come down this way. Like, again, I like that it is kind of like a hamburger shape, so we can get down. We're going to have to avoid this. So we can actually make our liquid lock like somewhere like right here. We can actually move it over just a little bit more. A little bit of heat will get through there, but I'm not worried about it. There's going to be a ton of liquid. What did I want to do right before that? I wanted to make a cook thing. So we're going to come over here to the food. Let's go to electric grill. This one is super, super easy. We're going to throw it down. We're going to give it a little bit of power. We're going to be good to go. Okay. And to tell you the truth, we don't have any granite or anything. We still got... Oh, we got a little bit of granite. A little bit of granite. See, so it gives you a decor of plus 20, so I like throwing in the granite there. But we are actually going to make that a full room. We want this to come over this way as well. So they still should have the... This is actually a washroom now. So once we put those in there, it actually gives them a plus 2 morale rather than a plus 1. So they actually get an extra morale for doing that. So it is kind of convenient. But all this rotten meal lice stuff, we're going to need a... We need a place to do all that. I normally like to just throw all the gunk and crap on this plane, just so they always have to wash their hands whenever they get done with it. But right now, let's get this tile going. Let's get these tiles going, and let's get this wire going all the way across, and we'll plug it into there. And again, it's all just going onto that same system. Now we're over 1,000 watts of power. Now we're at 1,400 watts of power, and it does look like actually... we're going to put those at 7 as well. So the duplicates, the guy who actually has to come around here, he has supplying. That's the one that we're looking for. He has a lot of stuff to do. So we're going to actually put those on at 7 because we don't ever want the power to come down. Again, once we get a Megatronic engineer to... Come on. Somebody please come and do this. Thank you. Once we get a Megatronic engineer and we can actually get some sweepers doing it, we'll never have to worry about that ever again. So now that we have 7 duplicants, we can look for, like, doubles of things that we're looking for. And we're looking for, like, builders. We're looking for suppliers. So the suppliers are super big because they supply, they tidy, they do a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Athletics at +5 and a strength at +4. We were just talking about a tidier. Tell me a fast person who can hold a lot isn't great. Okay, irritable bowel, decreased bathroom speed, and germ resistant, and immune to food poisoning. I almost like to take dig as second. Ugh. This is such a duplicate that I want. We're going Oxalite. We're not doing it yet. I don't trust our food supply. I know that we're at 73,000 calories right now. I don't trust the food supply right this second. That was a hard duplicate to leave. But sometimes it must be done. We're gonna go boom, boom, boom. Got this all set up. Okay, so now that this is here, you can actually pick foods to cook up. Now we have the gristleberry, which we are going to get from our bristleberry, right? So the bristleberry gets fried up into gristleberry, so we're actually going to put that on forever. And we do have pickled meal, so the meal lice gets turned into pickled meal. Unfortunately, that doesn't give you any calories. So if you do the gristleberry, you're putting in 1,600 calories. You're getting out 2,000 calories. So you're actually getting 400 calories by cooking that up. The pickled meal, unfortunately, doesn't do anything. It's just 1,000. It lasts longer if it's pickled. So pickle something, it lasts longer. So we're going to actually, and that's going to skill up our cook as well. So our cook is really going to skill up from doing the pickled meal. So that should help out with the calorie count and the gristleberries that we're getting on the side. So now what we don't want them to do is eat any of that meal lice. So we want to take all of the meal lice that we ever get, and we want to convert it into the pickled meal. Lice. So we're going to not let them eat that. Take it up there, do that. Again, we don't want them to eat any meat that we happen to find around here. So that's the barbecue. So it turns the meat into barbecue. And this one, you're turning 3,200 calories into 4,000 calories. So this is really what you're looking for, and it's good quality food too. So that's a +3 in morale for them. Right now, the pickled meal is -1. So they're actually getting a -1, and the gristleberry is a +1. So we're gonna get -1 for that, +1 for that. We're gonna get them hooked on onto barbecue. That's where we really, really want them to go after. And we don't want them to eat any more of that bristleberry because we want to turn that into a gristleberry. Again, that was a half hour. I can't believe it. I am so sorry, everybody. I got to do another ad here. But thank you guys so much for sticking around with me while we do this. I don't make any money off of this. I'm not going to play the game. I just like controlling when it happens so that, people aren't hit with ads whenever they come in. And again, I'm so sorry that this has to happen, but 90 seconds coming in here. We'll see you on the other side. We're not going to do anything. We're going to bust out of here, I think. The next thing that we're going to do. We're going to bust out of our main base, and we're going to start getting into some slime lung, everybody. Can't wait. Of course, if you are a sub, you do not get any commercials. So thanks again for sticking around with us. We've been playing for 2.5 hours here. Cycle 38. We are definitely doing great on our cycles. Cycle 38 busting out of here. I'm so excited about. We can actually send a duplicate off to another planet once we find the way to do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Let me do crap. I keep forgetting to push the 130 on that one. Let me do something real quick. I'm sorry. All right. I am loving how this base is looking right now. I am really, really loving it. So we got these lavatories up, and that's super important, I think, early game. You don't really have to worry about that anymore. That's on a set system. The only thing that we really have to think about ever again is this water. And so we're gonna need to get access to our coal salt slush geyser pretty quickly here. I think we're gonna just dig everything out of here. Hopefully get the ice out of here. We gotta find the top of our map as well. because that'll be super important to get out at the top. They do give you a little uranium ore and some lead right around here. It's a weird little biome, and it's cold. It's super cold. But I don't know if we're going to get into that right away. Here it is. Okay, so our teleporter's literally right next to our base. That's super nice. Wow. And it does look like the slime biome comes down and around. That's kind of an annoyance, but we'll get through it. Excuse me. All right, thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Sorry if you came back on the cough there. My bad. Hope everybody's having a great day today. We are having a wonderful time playing some Oxygen Not Included, a base building game. We just got done with our laboratory, and we got done with the power. We fixed up the power a little bit as well. Right now, I think we got some food going as well. I think we are good to go on getting out of our base. I think we can get out of here. Let's see if yeah, we got that over here. Let's just really quick. I want to deconstruct this, and I want to get another ranch ready to go. Please do not trap yourselves down there. Please do not trap yourselves down there. Please do not trap yourselves down there. Please get up, operate, for the love of everything holy. Okay, excellent. Okay, and then, honestly, once we get this tile in, we can do the mesh tiles. We're going to do the exact same setup as before, so we're going to hit that up. I guess we could do pneumatic doors again. That copy function is so nice. So you just basically hit the thing you want to copy, hit the thing you want to copy, come down to copy, boom, it pulls it up wherever it is in the thing. So if you are, you know, a little bit newer to the game, might not know where everything is just yet. That's a super cool little feature. I do like it. So this will be our second. Crap. These are probably overcrowded and stuff. See, oh no. It is 7 though. We're gonna need these eggs. Actually, they're gonna hatch in here on. Oh, we got a stone hatchling in there too. We're gonna need to run some incubators. We're actually not going to run the incubators, but we are going to set them up at least. Just to get some eggs inside of it. I don't normally run the incubators. I just make sure that I have enough that they can that we can recycle the eggs and stuff like that. And the stone hatch, we want to make sure that stone hatch is treated pretty nice. That's what we're looking for. Stone hatches. They can eat a whole lot more material than just our normal hatches. Okay, so now that we have that ready to go. Copy that setting as well. That should be a stable. Just like to check it, double check it. Excellent. Those two are stables. Now that we have those ready to go, let's see if we can't do something here. Where was that? This is over here. So, man, it's almost like you want to come over more. Not necessarily, though. Okay, so we're going to come boom, 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 boom. And if you've never done a liquid lock here before, this is the basics of it. So what's going on here is we do not want any of the gases from this side to get into our base. We want our base to be nice and clean and in its own little bubble. We do not want it to have any access to the outside world. So what we're doing is we're making it's called a liquid lock, and basically since there can only be one thing in a tile, either oxygen or liquid, we want the liquid to block everything from being able to get into our base. So we make this little design setup. We throw down our bottle emptier, and we'll make it go into this tile right here. We're going to fill this tile up with water. This is then going to fill up with water, so this will be 1,000 kilograms of water. It'll overflow into this base, and what happens is this tile right here sticks to the top of the insulated tile, and so it will not allow any gases to get past this point. Which is, I don't consider it an exploit either. It's just the way the game is set up, but it is the only, and this is not our fault as players, but it is the only way to make sure that absolutely no gas gets from one side to the other. They do have these things like mechanized airlocks, and this is supposed to be blocks liquid and gas flow, maintaining pressure between areas. but gas can get through it. When they walk through it, the door opens, and when that happens, the gases go through each other, and so it contaminates the side. And so this is literally the only true way that I have found to actually block. They have mods. They do have mods for the game that allow it to have a door where no gases can actually pass through the door. There's a little bit of power and stuff like that, but for right now, again, we're just gonna do this thing. So as you can see, this right here, come on, is 1,000 kilograms. So it does overflow into the top, and the top sticks with this insulated tile, and again, not allowing any gases. So again, it is 1,000 tiles. It is 1,000 kilograms. It is a ton of water to make it come onto the top here, and so I like to fill this up to about 300. That is fine with me. We're gonna turn this. We're gonna turn this off. Turn this off. Now we're gonna keep them there just in case we ever need water again. Just come back into here, hit the water tag. It's already on 7. It's already on enable auto bottle. They'll get water to that area. So now we have this liquid lock, which means our duplicants can now come on to the other side. So let's go 3, and then we're going to go 4. Let's dig out some tiles here. We want to come this way a little bit just so we can actually build our ladder. I don't know what this is. There are ways to do it. I don't like doing it. I actually like being surprised by what it is down there, so I don't do there. Okay, the way that you do it is you go to priority, and then you go to this top priority, and then see this number 5? You hit that with your top priority, and it'll show you. It'll say, oh, you know, the steam vent or whatever it happens to be, the chlorine vent, you know, needs prioritized right now, and so it'll actually tell you what it is. I like doing that. Again, I like being surprised. Polluted oxygen into here. There's no oxygen on this side right now, so again, we're gonna go up, though. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this ladder. We're gonna come, man, as far as we can over this way. We're gonna take this ladder, and we're gonna go up. Straight up. We want to come over here to this salt slush geyser, and it looks like the top of the map is right here. Minus 67, minus 66. That is a good indicator. Carbon dioxide in liquid form. That is a good indicator that is the top of the map. It's freezing at the top of the map, so hopefully that indicator helps you. Let's come over here to the printing pod. Let's see. We got dig 2. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for another digger because we want to start digging out everything. Man, if we would have just waited. We'd have waited one more cycle. We'd have got or two more printing pots. We would have got it cooked. Fertilizer, farming, building, cooking, research, supply. Sorry, people going up and down in the apartment, and they were just making a lot of noise. I thought it was honestly someone like slamming doors. Okay, so we didn't take any of them. I don't know why. Okay, so let's see. Do we have our operator? Not yet. Okay, so we're waiting. One more. 2,815 out of 8,474. So come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You can do it. As soon as we get that Megatronics engineer, again, we can do things like shipping, and so we can do auto sweepers. We can throw an auto sweeper up here. It'll you know, give the coal to that. We can get all the eggs out of here as well, and we want them to go into this water, because what will end up happening is we want to have an excess of eggs. We'll bring the eggs down here. We'll throw it in the water. When they hatch, the little guy will drown. He'll turn into meat. Meat will come up here for barbecue, and that's the cycle that we're going to get for our food, our meat for our duplicates. But right now, again, do it manually. Hey, you okay? Hey, what you doing? The wrong way. She's sitting on the couch the wrong way. All right, let's we need anything else for that shipping. I think we got everything for the shipping. We got the Atmosuit dock. This is the only... We're going to be able to get to this point right here. We're going to need some radiation for the next jump up. So I think right now we really don't need anything. We'll do the space scanner and the telescope and stuff like that, because once we do get up to the top, we're going to want to start scanning our star map. So we haven't even talked about space here. It's cycle 41. Talking about space. We got something here, we got something here, and our telescope can go 3 out from where it is. So it's literally on this tile. So 1, 2, 3. I guess you just get that naturally, but it'll start knocking out all of these light blue squares and make them into normal squares, so we can see what's going on. We can actually oversee our own planet that we're here, and we can actually see a natural gas geyser, a cool slush geyser, chlorine gas vent, a cool steam vent, salt slush geyser, which is, I think we found that one already, a minor volcano, hot polluted oxygen vent, and a carbon dioxide geyser. So that carbon dioxide geyser, that's weird. That'll come out very cold. That's very interesting. Anyway, we'll see where that's located. We'll see if we even do anything with it. We probably won't. Okay, so let's take our ladder. Let's keep coming down here. And unfortunately, they are having to, like, run back and forth because there is no oxygen. So we are going to put down another oxygen diffuser. We're going to put it outside of here, and hopefully this will help our duplicants breathe a little bit. So let's hook that up to the main line, and we're finally getting some power going outside of our base. And we're going to need some power outside of our base. But again, we're just hooking everything up right to this, because again, once it gets to max power, max pressure and stuff like that, it'll shut off, and so we don't really have to worry about anything once we have this power transformer going. Next thing we're going to want to get to is some better power. Ooh. Okay, my baby girl. It looks like there's a hatchling in there, so we want to scoop that bad boy up. And again, these are gonna hatch right there, so no worries about that. I didn't think about was where I want to put my hatch ranch. And so once we start getting, my Dreco ranch. So we're going to get Drecos, and we're going to want to ranch those for not only their reed fiber, they have reed fiber, these regular Drecos have reed fiber. We're also going to want some plastic, and so we're going to need some glossy Drecos, and we're going to really want those to be in a room. I think, honest to God, this might work right here. So we're going to have to eventually get down and dig this whole part out so we can just come over just a little bit more. I think right here will be perfect for where we're going to ranch down here. But I think if we put them in right here, that'll be okay. And then even if we want to come down one more, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this tile's hit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, right there. Okay. And yeah, that's like right at the, so we can get our smooth hatches maybe in at the bottom here. As you can see, by the way, all of our carbon dioxide completely taken out. I mean, our entire base right now, I know there's some polluted oxygen going through there. I'm not worried about that right this second, but all of that carbon dioxide, you throw one of these bad boys in there, you really do not have to worry about carbon dioxide in your base ever again. The only thing that's going to happen is now there's like low pressure, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take another oxygen diffuser, and we're going to put another one in here. We're going to put 2 oxygen diffusers in our base, just making sure to get that pressure up. Again, once we get access to this cool salt slush geyser up here, we are going to take care of all of our oxygen needs. That's going to be the last thing that we're going to have to do to take care of our oxygen. We're going to allow them to harvest all of this. We love plants. We love plants around here. Harvest it all. Everything. Every single thing you can get your hands on. Look at that. We found our teleport transmitter, too. That is just amazing. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now this is going. So now they can actually breathe in here. And again, it's not the perfect system. We're going to have to come down a little bit more because all the chlorine is going to get stuck down. Chlorine is heavier than oxygen, but it's lighter than carbon dioxide, so it sits in that layer. Hydrogen, however, is the lightest, and so that'll float up. So we don't really have to worry about that. This oxygen will sit nice in between the chlorine and the hydrogen. We're just going to have to watch out because the duplicants do breathe out carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide will get down here, and what will happen is it'll actually move up the chlorine, right? And so the chlorine will start interacting with this oxygen diffuser, and we don't really want that to happen. Okay, we can also dig this out just to get a little bit of that gas pressure going. So the same way we did in our base, we're going to do it outside of here. And again, we do want like a one ladder system kind of going through the outside of the base as well. So we just want to make it easy for our duplicants to get from one place to another. And so right now they have to come along. They go, come up this ladder, come along here, and then wherever they need to get to on the outside, there is just not a lot of space to do stuff with on the outside. We're already at, you go up more, you're getting to space. And did we hit this? We did. Are you kidding me? This neutronium right here is going to interfere with our ladder. Now, there are ways to shave off neutronium. They're annoying as shit. One of them is to take a rocket and just put a rocket like right here, send it off, and let it hit the neutronium, and it'll shave it down. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we will. Did we get this one going? We did. Okay, everything's going perfect. So we're outside of our base right now. We're gonna come over into here. Actually, I should dig down a little bit more. So as you can see, there's slime, and there's a ton of slime, and it's gonna sit. The chlorine's gonna drop down. And when this slime comes out, it will interact with the polluted oxygen. It will give off some slime lung. Now, you don't really have to worry about slime lung. I do like doing something with the slime. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a little place for our duplicants to put the slime. Just so, you know, whatever. It's not too hard to set up, so it is something like that. We're going to get our medicine. We're just going to put a wash basin right in here so that they can wash their hands. Bring that over. Where are we at here? 4? Yeah, okay. And then we'll just fill in the rest right here. So storage bins. We might need more. Not necessarily sure how many storage bins we're going to need, but what you do is you just put some water down here. So we're going to put a layer of water right at the bottom here, and that'll actually stop the off-gassing of anything that is inside of the storage bin. So we're going to set these to 9. Anytime they drill out some slime, they pick it up. Now, it's not a foolproof plan. We are going to get some slime lung in the polluted oxygen. I just don't like having to deal with the slime and then dealing with the polluted oxygen and then the slime off-gassing more polluted oxygen. I like to just do something with the slime so that we don't have to think about it anymore. The unfortunate part about this is I kind of want to come from the top here, so it's minus 72 up here. I don't want to come at this geyser. Oh, from like the middle of where it can actually keep going. Like all of this will get filled up, and then when it gets to like here, it'll overpressurize the salt slush geyser itself, and it'll stop giving off brine. But kind of want to come at it from the top up here. Give me 2 seconds. Let's get this finished first. Take our plumbing. We'll take our bottle opener. Our bottle emptier is super efficient early on in the game like this. Give him a little bit more space. Our cook is working overtime right now. Yeah, we did put him on priorities there. So, and then to tell you the truth, what we want to do is we want to, and we're gonna have to do this for him because I again don't like my duplicants to be unhappy. So we're going to come over this way. It fills up with carbon dioxide. So because we have this tile right here, so we can fill this up with carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gets in this layer here, and it kind of stinks because it just, our guy lives in carbon dioxide. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig out the rest of this over here. We can add more beds if we need to. Unassigned. You better be unassigned. Okay. And then we're going to throw in a couple of airflow tiles for this guy. We'll do 3. So then all the carbon dioxide will actually flow down. We don't want it actually going through here either. So basically what we like to do is just throw some random air tiles down. So we'll just throw them anywhere in the base just to make sure that all of the carbon dioxide can flow down. For right now, it'll be okay. We're going to have to extend on over this way. Boom. You might as well make it all that, and then yeah, just take out like 1 or 2, and throw in some airflow tiles here. Boom. Yeah, throw here. Why not? Throw one right there. Why not? Throw one right there. Throw one right there. Who cares? Yeah, just throw them around the base a little bit, and it'll be all good. What do we got in the printing pod? I'm really not looking for. We got 90,000. See, now that we're taking the bristleberries and upping them, we're getting more calories out of that, and because we're pickling the meal lice, we're also getting more calories out of that because it lasts longer. So we're actually saving our food in specific ways for the sake of saving food. So supplying, researching. Diver's lung's great. That's a great trait to have. So decreased air consumption rate by 25 grams a second. That is nice. That's like in half. I'm going to take these Joya seeds, to be honest with you. I don't want either one of those two. I'm still looking for that dig as our third. All right, getting some airflow tiles in here. And we're going to start getting some different resources now, too. So if you can see, we got igneous rock over here. We got phosphorite. We got iron ore. So instead of using all copper, we can now switch over to iron ore. The igneous rock is actually what we're going... No, it's the sedimentary rock. And there's some right here. So they really don't give you a lot in these biomes anymore. Oh, wow, a natural gas geyser. That's great. That's awesome. And we did, I don't know if I mentioned this before, we did find the teleporter over to the other thing, so we can actually see the destination of this. It's right here. This actually has the oil and stuff on it, so we can't actually see inside the asteroid right now. But it does have some uranium ore on the top. I think we saw that, right? It had a radioactive crust, which is kind of nice. I think that's what it was. So if we come onto our star map again, we'll just show it. It shows right there. You can't really see anything around it, but we do see these unknown objects. So there are something right there. We just have to figure out a way to see them. Minor volcano, liquid sulfur, hydrogen, and the oil reservoir. That's really what we're looking for out of this entire planet. It's just we want as much oil as we possibly can get on that planet. And we're going to fill it up. I definitely want to fill it up. Let's oversee this planet. Well, oversee the planet. Let's get back to our home planet. That is for in the future. We are definitely going to get there. And I'm so excited to get there. I can't wait. But right now, we are going to want to throw down some liquid going across. It's really not a lot of liquid. It's like 10. So it doesn't have to be completely full. What's that? 23. I like to get it up to at least like 35, 40. Taking some water. Got to hydrate. Again, hope everybody's having a great day today. 45 kilograms. We'll take that. So now what that's going to do is every time that we do throw in slime into here, this water will prevent it from off-gassing into polluted oxygen. So again, we take care of the polluted oxygen that is outside of the base. Never have to worry about it again. For right now, how do we get into this? There is a point of interest right here, too. And so what's actually hilarious is this is going to let in a shit ton of heat. So this is a very, very hot biome. I'm sorry for swearing. This is a hot biome up here. The pinch peppers really need to be hot. Their body temperature is like 95 to 185. And this is all Fahrenheit. So if you are from Europe, I do apologize. My buddy, Mr. Spock. I'm sorry, buddy. So it's about 116 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be probably 20 in Celsius, I'm guessing. But all that's going to start leaking in through here because there's actually nothing to slow it down. All this tile here is made of obsidian. It does okay as far as thermal conductivity, 1.1. It could be a lot worse than that, right? Like if we get a coal, thermal conductivity is like 0.6. It's like just crazy, 1.6, stuff like that. Could be a whole lot worse with obsidian, but we do want to stop that heat from getting into here. We could still expand down this way with our base. We really don't have to. We have a wonderful base going on right now. We have we're just gonna start knocking out the rest of the research. We have food. This guy's yodeling. Look at that. So what happens is if you do have the morale up super high for your duplicants, they actually have a good and bad thing. So if you have too much stress, they're an ugly crier. They'll just keep crying. This guy's a yodeler, so he's just going around singing. And then what happens is he goes around yodeling, and then I think Rancher heard it. So then she hears it. Oh, maybe they have to be around. Oh, serenaded. Yeah. So the Tidy must have heard it. He gets serenaded by the duplicant who's yodeling, right? And so they actually get a higher effect. So their machinery, construction, and strength are all up +5. So it's just a super little cool little thing that they hook you up with if you can get the morale way up there. Somebody is a +1. Who is a +1 in that morale? Oh, it's research. He's +6. Sopping wet. Okay, so the bummer thing about having this liquid lock, and it is kind of crappy at the beginning of the game, but our morale is fine. We don't have to worry about that. Is technically that if they come through this liquid lock, they're going to get that sopping wet debuff, and that is a -20. That is a big one. That one hurts. So You do just have to get them into Atmos suits whenever you can. Cook, we're going to give them up to grilling too. Dig, we already have it up here. We really don't need coronium mining right this second. Our rancher is all good. We do want to put them on improved carrying a little bit here too, just to make sure they can get some resources around. Our researcher still has that skills. We're not going to skill them up right this second. We're good with all that. Someone should be delivering water to that. Awesome. I love the way that this base looks already. I think it looks great. We have a nice little central base going right now. We have this liquid lock so we can get out of here. We have everything ready to go for when we dig down. Which again, well, we need to get to this cool salt slush geyser, but we have a ton of algae. So again, I'll show you how this resource thing works. So if you go algae, right? So if we go to algae, we have 11 tons of algae, and if you click on this thing over here, it'll actually keep it up here for you. So that's pretty nice. Another thing I've been liking to do with this is, so drywall, they started to add like cosmetics to things now, right? And so the drywall actually has a nice little pattern on it, and so if we like put it behind our duplicates, it'll actually make everything look pretty nice. It'll make it look a whole lot nicer. We got a hatchling in here and a sage hatchling. We don't actually want the sage hatchling, but I don't think we have anywhere to put the sage hatchling, so we'll get our rancher to do that. How are we doing with the egg situation in here? Again, we have to micromanage it just until we get our Megatronics researcher. Where are you? We've been waiting for you. Where are you at? 5,208 of 8,407. So again, still skilling up a little bit, but gosh darn. Been waiting for you for 45 cycles, man. What you hear? My baby girl is barking over there. Where's my baby girl? Okay, let's start doing some of these tiles in here. Actually, let's just get it all the way down. Why not? And let's get the speed up a little bit here too. So yeah, as you can see, they have wallpaper now for the drywall. It's super cute. So they have aquatic mosaic and they have aqua plat. So let's get aquatic mosaic behind here for them here. They'll fill it all in. Get that all done. And aquatic, you know we got to go aquatic when they're taking a dump. Okay, let's go aquatic down here too. Make it look fancy. I love it. Look at how cute. It's so adorable. It's plaid. And tell you the truth, this is going to piss off our duplicates, but I'm going to disable them. Okay, that just uses water. The water cooler just uses water. You don't technically need that on to actually keep the Great Hall bonus. So I know I said I like to make my duplicates happy, but to tell you the truth, stop using all my water, please. Stop using all my water. We have this set up too. We're going to copy this, and we're actually going to put another one right there. Just so not only one duplicate can use it, but, you know, two can use it. Plus, it looks good. Okay. And as you can see, our liquid reservoir here is getting filled up with polluted water filled with germs. And that's going to happen. You're going to have an excess of polluted water. And we'll get everything set up once we get down into here. You know what? I think we're okay with that cool salt slush geyser right now. The only problem is we're going to eventually have to deal with the polluted oxygen in here. Not a problem at all. The deodorizers. Let's just go. Let's just go. It's always, everybody's so skittish about coming into this biome. F it. Open it up. Let's go. We're right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. We'll see what that is. 3, 4. Boom. Yep. Come down to the bottom. And then what I like to do is just literally get rid of every single thing in this biome. So I'm gonna put all this over here. All this over here. Oh, that's along the line. How nice. That's actually on our plane. Okay, and then boom. And again, we do 4 because the duplicates can reach 4 high. They can dig 4 high. So we're gonna, let's go. Boom. Just dig everything out of here, please. Thank you. Love it. And we'll get rid of you too. So everything can move, the ebb and flow of it. And what'll happen is eventually the polluted oxygen will start to get, where's our first one? Right here. We have to, sorry, I have to slow, oh, okay. Once they build this, I have to slow this down for a second just because you can't actually pick, it's under organic. You can't actually pick the slime yet. You have to dig it up, and then it'll be a category that you can actually pick up. So we need to dig that up real quick and then throw it into here real quick and put those storage bins at 9, and we're all good. I think it's almost nighttime, so they're gonna have themselves. We have a couple things lined up for them to do here as well. So, ooh, making me nervous there, build. There we go. Okay, so now we have to take it slow for the dig. How about the sounds in the game, dude? There it is. Okay, so the slime just got down. So we can come up to here, organic. We can come to slime, and we need to enable all of that. You know what else we need to do too? And I forgot about this. Actually, I don't think we've gotten any yet, haven't we? I thought it was in this biome. It is. Okay, so we're going to need these bleach stone as well. We're going to put that in here as well, just so the bleach stone doesn't off-gas, and so the slime doesn't off-gas. Okay, so now they should... Once he gets done with that, well, he's a dig. Now he doesn't have any more dig, so he just picked up a slime coming up here. Unfortunately, if he comes to this first one, yeah, he's not going to... Oh, he is going to wash his hands. Okay, that's nice. So then they wash their hands whenever they interact. When they pick up slime or interact with the slime, they actually pick up those slime lung germs. Now, slime lung germs are only contagious in the air. So what's happening right now is this slime is actually giving off a little bit of polluted oxygen. Oh, right now it's not, so that's kind of nice. And this does have slime lung in it. Okay, so we are going to have some slime lung. There's nothing you can really do about preventing all slime lung from getting in there. You can actually dump it into water if you want to and try and get around it. I normally don't care. If I'm just playing on normal, you know, that's fine with me. They'll pick up the slime. They'll take care of it. Again, it's about containing the slime. Wait a second. Just want to double check and make sure you're working. Not emitting overpressured. Okay, so that's what we were looking for. We're looking for the air pressure to be too high for the polluted oxygen to be released. And because we do have this layer of water on the bottom right there at 44,000 kilograms, it's not going to. Gas is very light. It can do, you know, 1,800 grams, 1,000 kilograms. That's about it. So 44 kilograms. Overpressurizing it. Perfect. Excellent. Not emitting. That's what we're looking for. So once again, we take care of the polluted oxygen that is in this area, or wherever it goes. It's going to eventually get spread out because the chlorine's going to come down, the polluted oxygen is going to get pushed up, but whatever. We're just going to throw those deodorizers everywhere, and that's just going to get rid of any of the problems we're going to have with polluted oxygen around our area. Excellent. Let's keep it going, man. We are rocking and rolling right now. We do want to get to this cool slush, guys, or eventually. What do we do? Research? Is that research? Okay. Well, keep it going. How you doing, Operate? Are you doing okay? Contact with slime lung germs. And again, they are going to get some slime lung. If they do get slime lung, that's okay. It's weird. They sneeze. They have an animation where they sneeze, so they do lose a little bit of athletics, but it's not anything that again, you have to really concern yourself with or worry about. So, I did not have a problem doing this, so going to 6s here and just making sure that these people are getting this done. Making sure that they're getting the ladder system done before they actually get the digging done, which is kind of cool. So we'll keep going with that. Hopefully they don't get trapped. That's the we're trying to prevent them from getting trapped on like this side and then not having enough ladders to use. You know what else you can start doing here now too is switching over what you're using as your material. So if we come over to here, we go to our base, we go to ladders here, and we go to something like igneous rock, right? We can switch the ladder system. We can make it igneous rock. We can bring it over down this way, and they don't have to travel as far. So all the sandstone obviously is in the middle of our base. That's where all the sandstone was. The igneous rock is right here. So basically, they come up the ladder, grab that, boom, come down to this way. So we are going to switch that over to igneous rock. We're going to have so much igneous rock, it's going to kind of be intimidating a little bit. All right, where are we at here? Dig. You got dig. You got extra strength too. That's kind of nice, and extra athletic. Wow. Biohazard, green thumb, and immune. You know what? We'll take you. We have 115,000 calories, so we'll take you. More than enough oxygen being produced right now. So that's going to be our 8th duplicate. That's what we're gonna. That's our limit for right now. Where as soon as we get to a little bit higher. Excuse me, a little bit higher. As soon as we start to produce our own oxygen, we can get up to 10, right? So we're going to have kilograms going in here. We're going to also get an Atmos suit set up for our duplicates going around here. That was another half hour, man. Those are going so fast. I do apologize for this, but I got to play an ad. We are going to come right back. I do apologize. 90 seconds. Don't make any money off it. It's just something Twitch requires. I'd rather stop the game and stuff so you guys don't miss anything. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Excuse me. And if you are watching right here, we have been streaming for 3 hours, man. 3 hours. The wife's going to be coming home in about an hour, so definitely want to be here for that. Well, I'm going to be here for that, obviously. But I think what we're going to do here is we're going to come down here. We're going to start getting this polluted off. Stuff. I do want to start getting these sleetle, these sweet for them over here. That'll help our mealwood grow just a tiny bit faster. And yeah, everything is going great on this base, man. We are already outside of our base on day 48. And we can actually let it go. We're not really doing anything besides. And again, thank you so much for sticking around for those ads right there. I do appreciate all of that. I apologize. I don't make anything off of it. It's just something Twitch requires you to do ads once you hit affiliate and partners, and I would just rather control the ads. I feel like if we just control the ads, then so much better. Okay, so one of the tricks and tips I'm going to show you right now is you can actually dig this thing out without it actually going off. So if you do all 4x4 underneath the neutronium, so you go right above the neutronium, 4x4, click it out, go to this tile right here. So 2 over, 1 up, exit, cancel that dig, and now whatever's under here will not go off. It doesn't matter if it is a vent or a volcano. It doesn't matter if it's, well, in this case it's a vent. Chlorine gas vent. All right. Chlorine is for cleaning up shit, and we don't need it at all. Pardon me for swearing. Don't have to do anything with it, but again, I do like just making sure that all of this crap is out of here. I'm actually going to come over here, dig this out as well, and honestly, we could put up a wall right here, come over here, dig this out, and then if we have to, bring it back out, which I think we're going to do. I want all this slime out of here. This is so weird. Okay, so we're going to dig that. Let's build this wall right here. Technically, it could be insulated tiles if you wanted, like, insulated tiles to come all the way around. I think I'm going to build out this way, though. So not really concerned about that. Man, we have really used this left side of the map. Really have used it. And so, with these things for right this second, what I'm going to do is we're going to plop it in. We don't really need to use this. This isn't anything that we're worried about or want right at this particular second. They can't breathe in. Again, the slime lung is going to be a little bit of an issue. We're going to take care of all of that here in a second. But again, now all of the slime just up in here. We don't really have to worry about it anymore. So all of that slime, it's not going to off-gas anymore. We don't have to worry about excess polluted oxygen getting in here other than from down here. So this polluted water will give off a little bit of polluted oxygen as well. So we are going to want to have to at least put like a layer of water on top of it to stop that from off-gassing. We can actually take the ice from in here. We can keep going down with all of this water, right? I mean, there's going to be more over here, more slime down this way as well. I want to get to these Sweetles. We're just letting our duplicates dig this in for now. Again, we did sandstone. Bummer. I'm not very good at the beginning of the game, making sure that we have the correct the correct materials here. But again, if you just want to go igneous rock, we can do that, and then we can also do that. Now, it is a mess in here, but that will... overpressured right now. It might go off. We could... we'll just keep it in there. All right, let's see what we got at our printing pod here. Sandstone, more cooking. Again, we're not really going for duplicants right now, so we are just going to take any care packages that they want to throw our way. They did add this spice grinder. Now, the spice grinder, I don't think I've gotten it yet. Okay, I don't think I've gotten it to, like, really work. It takes seeds, and you can grind it up, and you can put it on the food that you have. So if you have, like... you could throw some, grind some seeds, and they'll give it a little bit of a bonus. I'm not too good with that new thing yet in the game, but get you out of here. So again, we just completely demolished that entire slime biome. Do not be intimidated by slime. We have had our duplicants, not in oxos and atmosuits or anything like that, coming right through the polluted oxygen, and none of them are actually sick right now. Knock on some wood. And what we can do now is we can actually bring in our deodorizers, and we can completely turn all this polluted oxygen into just normal oxygen. But I do think I want to keep coming down. I do. I want to get a couple of these sweetles here. We also should have gotten some thimbleweeds in that biome. So thimbleweeds are in here. I don't see any growing naturally. That's kind of a bummer. Normally, if you can uncover them, they just grow naturally, and they'll have like 14 or 15 thimbleweeds for you. What we're gonna do right now? Let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna fix this up. We're gonna make this our completely sustainable setup. So we're going to go insulated pipes, come into here, come down to here. Okay. And then we want hydroponic here, here, here. And then we're going to need some automation. We're going to need a knot gate on this bad boy. We'll throw that into there, that into there. And basically what we want it to say is, we want the liquid reservoir to say, hey, when it gets this full, send a signal to this thing to open up and allow water to pass through it. Now, unfortunately, it says send a green signal when the reservoir is less than the low threshold full. We want it to be reversed until the high threshold is reached again. We want that to be reversed. We want it to be a red signal when the threshold is low until it reaches the high threshold again. And then we want it to send a green signal when the reservoir is at the high threshold. So we want it to just be opposite. So we threw a NOT gate in there right now. And we're going to set this. So we normally do it to, like, let's say 75% full, and when it gets back to 50% full, shut it back off. So what's going to happen is this liquid shutoff is going to be set on, throw a wire into there. And when this goes green, so like now it's green, we wanted it to be opposite, so it's sending off a red signal. When it hits that red signal, this will change to green. It'll allow the polluted water to come down in through here, and we want this to be a thimbleweed farm. So plant that, and plant that. And now the thimbleweeds, unfortunately, are in here, and they will be eaten by the pacu, so we are going to clean this up just a little bit. Seeds, we got seeds already ready to go. They're just gonna grab everything from down here. Let's that's why it's so weird. That's why it's if you saw it, it was like at a 4.8735, right? The reason that it's at that point thing is because these pacu will eat a little bit of it. It doesn't even eat the whole thing. It eats 0.2% of the reed, right? Like it's so weird. And so that's why you'll have some of those points after the decimal point there, or some numbers after the decimal point there. All right. All right, so we're going to let those duplicants do that. Right now, they don't have any irrigation, so it's not up to 75%. Once it hits that 75%, let it through. Boom, everything will be good to go. But for right now, it is just about exploring. Again, we need to get up to this cool salt slush geyser. I don't know if there's any ill effect for the freezing temperature without an atmosuit. I don't know. We could definitely check, though. You Sweetles are so cute. And we also want to... let's just continue on down this way as well. So now that is going to bring all of that water with it. I do like to have the water just kind of chill at the bottom of the base here. So the bottom of the biome doesn't have the oil in it. The oil's on the other side. So we are going to have to eventually make our way over to the right that way. It looks like some water right here. So there might be a steam geyser along there. I have not seen polluted water kind of like gushing anywhere. So just have not found where that polluted water geyser could be yet. I don't know. If that's going to be the cold area, that shouldn't be a cold area. I don't know. This one's got me. If we got water coming from the top and the bottom, that would be kind of fun. Normally, they're at the top, and so it's like you have to kind of just take it. This is all polluted ice, though, so maybe... Ooh, maybe it's right here. Maybe it's somewhere right here. Maybe they're literally right next to each other. We could just have them all in one tank. That would be super fun. How are we doing down here, guys? Excellent, excellent, excellent. This natural gas geyser, there are things for natural gas generators and stuff like that, but honestly, I want radiation power. That's really what I'm going to be looking for, and I'm just completing all of the secondary stuff. The rad bolts, we're going to need to get into here. I don't see a Wheezewort or anything in here either. Wart seed. Okay, so there's one right there. We're going to need a couple Wheezeworts to get us some radiation. I don't see any in there. Man, this is a weird base, and I am loving every second of it. Oh, someone got slime lung. We got our first dude with slime lung. Sorry, Tidy. I'm sorry, buddy. You just came up for some seeds, didn't you? Bad. But it's a necessity. I did hear that. Sorry, I was just counting off where we're going. And then you... What do we got here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. And that would have been a great second digger. 6. Man, he would have been good. Nope, we want sandstone. Thank you guys so much. Excellent. How we doing on our schedules? Everybody good? Do we need anybody off of here? Dig and cook. We need both of you off of there. I don't check my schedule nearly enough. So again, you give them the 4 downtime so they have time to get from like here back into the base. And again, after giving them that 4, you don't really have any issues with them. Okay, cook and dig. Here we got cook and dig. Excellent. Okay, so now they're on different schedules. The first dig should get done with their entire thing before the second dig actually hits too. So that's kind of nice. So we'll at least have one person who can dig on at all times. Another thing that we want to do is let's get rid of this. Okay. We're going to throw in an airflow tile. Let's go airflow. I don't know why. If I put in a mesh there, I foresee something falling down. I don't know. Okay. We're going to throw that in there. We're going to throw food and a critter drop off because we are going to want to get our hands on these Sweetles. Love me some Sweetles. All right, we're also going to dig out this way. Allow some of that water to dissipate over that way. We're going to mop you up. And everybody taking care of some tidy. Excellent. Man. It is hard being the duplicants overseers. How are we doing? Okay, let's just continue on with our research. We got everything that we really needed for the beginning, and that's by far the most important. So, day 56, we are just digging out the rest of this asteroid. See if we can't get up here. And ooh, it looks like the vacuum of space is up that way. So now we really don't need to clean up any. So we can clean all this up later. Now that the Pacu fell down here, they're not going to eat any of those seeds from up there unless there might have been one in there, but we can clean those up. Okay, let's get you going. Let's get you going. And this is actually creating, I know that there is slime lung in here, but once it does get down far enough, we can actually throw in those deodorizers. They will stop, so it'll take the polluted oxygen a little bit to get from down here to up here. So, might actually be able to finish off those deodorizers. But right now, what we want are these bad boys. We want these Sweetles. We wanna pick those guys up, and we want to actually throw them right here. Sweetle. Thank you. Excellent. Now that we're thinking about that, let's come back to here and let's pick up the eggs that are inside of there. Predators, see, that just, it makes them overcrowded, and they start to get very glum whenever they're cramped, and it stifles their reproduction, so they don't make eggs as fast. Now it looks like, oh my gosh, it looks like we got a crap ton there. Oh, you're a sage. I don't want you, sage. I want you for meat. Okay, so attack. And again, if you remember, at the very beginning of the game, we did put their priorities for attacking way up, so they will take care of that pretty quickly. That meat will then get transferred over here to this electrical grill, and should be good to go. Awesome. How are we doing with the Megatronics engineer? Let's see. Engineer operator, we got it. Let's go. Let's go. Megatronic engineer. Baby, we could start building some shipping stuff. We're going to need some more copper. Okay, so we're going to need a little more copper. We're going to go 20 this time. And again, this is not the greatest way to refine your metal. But again, early game, we're at cycle 57. I mean, we literally are just at the beginning of this game. We can refine some metal doing it. Awesome. I'm so pumped. And then what that means is we're going to take an auto sweeper. We're going to throw it right here. Well, we're going to wait until this is made a little bit more. Look at him just working his butt off. Look at him working his butt off, operator. Nice job. We're going to take that conveyor loader. We're going to throw that right there. So we're going to grab up the shipping, the conveyor rail. Come out of here. Come on down here. So come across here and drop right there. So all of the eggs that are in here will now be picked up by the auto sweeper, put into the conveyor loader, come all the way down here. And now what we have to do too is we have to remember priorities. We're going to have to come back to this operator, and we're going to need to up his build, right? So he needs to be the one who actually builds all this stuff around here. So let's see if this will make him do it. If it doesn't, we'll up it to a 2, just to make sure that he does get the building, the operation building out of the way. All right, saltwater, shine nymph eggs. Man, I really don't care about either one of those two. And the duplicates we don't even look at this particular point. We're also going to need some power coming in through here, so we'll go up and up. And we're also going to want the shipping. Oh, well, he's still doing operating. Where are you at with that, buddy? 10? Yeah, you're doing great. Just doing great. And we also want the same thing sort of down. It wouldn't let me click it. Okay. The same thing right down in here. There we go. Boom. Okay. And then give me the conveyor rail. Come right out here. Boom. Attach everything. All the eggs from those two things going to go right into here. When they hatch, they will die, and they will turn into our barbecue. Now, one of the things we haven't done yet is put in some... I'm sorry, I was just thinking here, is put in some of these incubators. So we are going to need some incubators, so maybe we will do a little bit more of the copper ore. So let's do another 20 there. Again, not the most efficient, but get it done. So yeah, we got, okay, so he goes back to the operating, which I love. Don't get me wrong, the operator is supposed to do the operating, but... Man, get this stuff done. And we could put the priority up a little bit if we wanted to right now. He went on break. He's so cute. He's the one who needs the light, the operator. Excellent. Yep, keep it up. Look at him. Working hard. This colony works hard. I will give it to this colony. They work hard. I mean, we came down here. We got everything that we needed out there. The rancher. What coming and doing that for me though? They have a lot on their plate. They do have to groom, and I think that they're also critter egg. Thank you. They're grooming, and I also think they're filling up these critter feeds here too. We don't have a ton of tidiers. We're gonna need another tidier supplier. Something along those lines. Let's just double check, make sure our priorities. See, we didn't even put our dig 2 up there. We give them their duplicate skill. I don't even think we did. Dig 2. I am a terrible duplicate watcher over. How's everybody else doing? Cook, you good? Yeah, you're good. Build, how you doing? You good? You demolish some stuff. That's great. Dig. Rancher, how you doing? You're good. Researcher, you're good. And tidy. You get your improved carrying up there. Yeah. You can now carry, it's like 1,400 kilograms, almost a ton. Over a ton. That's what I'm talking about. Research, again, we're just continuing on with the research. This will actually get us the things that we need for the third tier up here. We could technically get rid of the first 2. Yeah, we're gonna come down here. You can do the first 2 before you actually need the researching or anything like that. Look at them. Okay, so the Sweetles are down here, and they just tended. Awesome. So we just tweeted that it's a 5%, so it's nothing crazy. But we are looking for, as we're coming around here. This looks like something. What are you in there? I'm interested to see it. There's a critter flux thing on here that'll actually morph them into different critters, like different species of critters that we are actually looking for. So very excited about that. Let's also get shipping down here. And honestly, this is the only other thing that I allow to be on this wire right here. So the shipping is up like $1.20. If it has to take it from this line, that's okay. So basically what happens is everything on this line gets fed before this gets fed. But right now, we're just going to hook it up to that one and it should be okay. How's our power doing? 1830. So an 1830 grid, but as you can see, like the auto sweeper, the conveyor loader not being used or anything like that. We're going to copy those settings, throw it up there. And we're actually going to force him to finish this. I'm getting a tad impatient right now. Thank you. Got all the copper, so we could do some incubators now. 2 out of 10, so we could do 10, 5. And so much space, I don't know where to go with anything. Stone hatch. Let's do this. This is what I'm looking for, duplicates. We're gonna need to put a space. We're gonna need to make a space for the eggs to go. Like we need a place to put them, and then once we do that, we're going to switch over these into sedimentary rock. We're going to get all that sedimentary rock that we had down here. We're going to put it in these feeders. We're going to switch over the hatches. So if you take a look at this, stone hatch egg, the percentage goes up if you feed them sedimentary rock. And unfortunately, sedimentary rock you only get from the crappy polluted biome. So it's all right here. Sedimentary rock vein. So we're going to do that. We're going to try and switch over our normal hatches to stone hatches, and then from there we can actually eat like igneous rock and stuff like that. We can eat stone that we get way more of. All right, let's see. Incubator. You dirty. These things I don't mind if we put next to each other because, again, we're not actually going to run them. I just want to make sure that we have enough eggs that it replenishes this from this supply. So now that we don't have to sweep the eggs, see, now we're not actually putting the eggs up here. We are putting them down here. So do we have any down there yet? Yeah, we do. Okay, so they got 2. We need to make sure that these get replenished, and the way that we do that is by putting down some of these incubators. And the incubators, I'm going to do this right now. I just want to do this right this second. Okay. You, and then we're going to put you at a 9. You. Thank you. Take him. Put him in here. So now he can't actually eat. He can't actually eat. Are you right there? Where are you? Oh, he's getting, yeah, look at him. He's getting groomed. Look at him. He's getting pet. Oh, that's a cute hatch. Oh, he's so pretty. Awesome. Okay. So he's in there now. He can't actually eat any of the sandstone. So unfortunately, F it. Let's just do it now. Why are we waiting? Why am I waiting? I have no idea. Give me down to the hatches and give me sedimentary rock. Thank you. Thank you. You too as well. And we're actually going to put that on 6 to make sure that they get fed. Okay, excellent. See, we got our printing pod. Copper, refined copper. We'll definitely take some of that. We're not looking for an operator. Dirt, we're good on. Yeah, we'll definitely take some refined copper. That's great. How much? 400 kilograms. That gives us 2 more of these. That's amazing. How awesome. How awesome. See, sometimes a printing pod can be amazing. We still miss this guy down here. And once that gets done, I do think we have to hit up this cool salt slush geyser. I think that's going to be our... I think we're going to have to just take the plunge. We also can get some... I don't think we have any... For the, reed fibers? We don't have any reed fibers. So we can't actually make any Atmos suits until we get some reed fibers. We don't have any reed fibers. Here we go. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before, where it was like naturally growing. And so it's going to be in here. It's going every 8 cycle, it will drop a reed fiber. So we technically are just going to, that's going to keep replenishing itself. That's literally the only one. What a bummer. Normally there's like a nice little biome where it like sits in. What about this up here? Nope. Nope. The buddy bud is kind of nice too. So what I like to do with the buddy bud is, so we'll do furniture. Let's see, a hanging pot. We'll put it anywhere. Let's just put it right there. And then, did we get one? I don't know if we got one. We didn't get one from that. Tearing down this entire biome. What a dumb biome that was, man. It didn't give us anything. Barely gave us any sedimentary rock. It barely gave us any. How much slime do we end up getting? 9 tons. Okay, so I guess it gave us a bunch of slime, but nothing but heartache. And all for what? No bristle, no buddy blossom, no thimbleweed that was there that you could do. Yeah, whatever. So I normally like to put those because they give off the allergy. They give off the allergy thing. So if we do the overlay and take a look in here, it gives off the floral scent. And only one disease can be in a square at a time. So if there is floral scent, let's say, all around your base, guess what won't get in there? Slime lung. Slime lung cannot enter your base at that point. So, awesome. This is hooked up. That's great. So this will start feeding that. Why are you not feeding that? Might be because this one is just sustaining it. Not sure. Because it's definitely requesting it. Nope. I thought because it was in there. Maybe it's when they both... Well, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the smart battery, too. So maybe whenever... like the smart battery gets down. I don't know. But anyway, this is working correctly, so we don't really have to worry about that. We'll double check in a minute just to make sure. Just to double check and make sure it's working. Continue on with that research, and now that this is done up here, let's so we got a bunch of hatchling eggs, and for right now, until we start getting some stone hatches, which we will start getting. Let's see if these went up at all. Hatch went up from 2 to 7. 2 to 7. Still at 2. Homegirl's yodeler. Homeboy's yodeling again. We got a bunch of yodelers around here. I love it. Bunch of singers. Awesome. Unbelievably adorable this game is. It's not only fun and it's not only challenging, but it's adorable. It's the only thing we have is frickin' hatchling eggs. And we're also going to put those up to 9. So, like, we want them to make sure that these are filled up as much as they possibly can be. Because we always want this down here to be replenished. Now, you can hook them up to some power, and Duplicate will come along, and the Rancher will hug it, and it'll get, it'll increase its incubation period. And normally, if I let it go naturally, normally I do this for the coal. I'm not necessarily worried about how much meat I'm going to get out of it, but it does produce an excess of coal. 69 tons of coal. Nice. All right. We got our Sweetle down here for some Sweetle tending. This place is just absolutely a pigsty. This place is just a pigsty. We have places that we could put everything. We would just have to sweep up everything. Oxalite and stuff, that might be kind of nice to put in the base. Oxalite will give off oxygen if it's not overpressured or anything like that. But for right now, look at that base, man. This is a perfect base. We found our cool salt slush geyser. We have a natural gas geyser going on down here. We got something weird going on down here. We're definitely going to figure that one out. And over here, it looks like there's some water, so maybe a steam geyser. And I'm guessing, I don't know, but there is some polluted water right here. So maybe the second source of water, the polluted water geyser. But for right now, we are going to call it, we're going to call it right now. I thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. I appreciate it so much. We're basically just going to save it, and we'll be right back on either later on today or tomorrow, one of the two. Tonight, I always like to play with my brothers, and so my brothers really play like Fortnite and play Call of Duty. So I know that it's like Overwatch, stuff like that. So I know it's a much different game than Oxygen Not Included. But I did want to get this series started just so I like to play in the afternoon. I like to play a little bit in the afternoon. And so decided to just start a whole new base. And thank you guys for coming along with me. I'll be back on tomorrow afternoon. That's what I was trying to say. With this game, definitely, if not tonight. If my boys want to play tonight, we're going to play with them and have a good time. So we always like to have a good time with that. But right now, man, what a base. We have a great 62 cycle starting base. We're going to get up here. We're going to get some oxygen going. I think on the next game, we'll definitely start to get rid of all of this. Once we do get the oxygen going, if these thimble reeds, if I don't have enough thimble reeds, by the time we do get oxygen going, this bad boy right here, I'm just going to use all this polluted water just to make thimble reeds. I'm just going to make a ton of thimble reeds by just using that water if I have to, and we'll have enough to make some atmo suits, and we'll get the oxygen going in through the atmo suits. Excuse me. And then after we have the atmo suits, this entire planet is just getting devoured. The entire planet, we will just start digging out and getting up to space. We're going to get the telescopes going, and we're just going to dig out the entire thing. We're going to find out everything. But again, thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. I do appreciate it. Thank you for a lot of viewers here tonight. We got a new Mr. Spock. Thank you for following all the way from Germany. Brand new from Germany. Thank you so much for checking that out. I do appreciate it. We will see you guys next time around, either later on tonight or definitely tomorrow. Have yourself a great rest of the day. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.